Hey, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining. This is our recap on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I hope you're watching. You know what? Beverly Hills is actually really pretty good, right? This episode wasn't, life shattering or anything, but some good things happened. So finally, we get to see Sheree, right? And Sheree is Will Smith's ex, okay? The mother to, his first son. Hey, Kenneth, thank you for coming through. Hey, Buzz, I see you back here. Hey, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Hold on one second. Hey, Buzz, I don't know why you only came up via audio, but I'm glad you stopped by. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? This is the first time I
Um,
caught you live. Oh my God.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here. So listen. Okay, so we start out and we get to meet and see Sheree, right?
hmm
And her and Garcelle are talking. They're talking about, Garcelle's birthday coming up and her birthday party that she's giving. You know what I didn't know? Hey, lovable Lisa, I didn't know Garcelle looks really good for 55. She's
Oh,
beautiful.
she does. I didn't know she was
Yes,
55.
yeah. I was shocked when they said it was her 55th birthday party. I was like, "Well, go, Garcelle. You look really good. How are you liking Sheree? I mean, I know she just came through to the scene, but how you liking her?
Well, I've liked Cherie since Hollywood Exes. I remember her when she was married to Will Smith. So she's okay. I mean, she's okay. I don't dislike her. I'm not a fan or a stan of hers to be like, oh, I like her personality, all like that. She's okay. I definitely want to see her more, get more to her story because she's intriguing. But as of right now, either way, it doesn't matter.
Yes. So yeah, so they come and they're kind of chatting and they're talking about, Garcelle's upcoming birthday party. And she's talking, to Garcelle pretty much about do you think the ladies are gonna act the fool? Are they gonna act up when they come to your party, right? And so Garcelle's like thinking, nah, I think everybody's gonna be chill, everybody's gonna be cool. Um, she that's what she's saying. Hold on one second. Hey, lovable Lisa, thanks for coming through,
What's
mama.
up, darling? What's up? Good evening. Good
What's up?
evening,
What's
y'all.
up? What's up?
Yeah,
Michelle
happy
Philly in
Pride.
the
Happy
building.
Pride, Kilo. Kino, happy Pride.
Right. So now we also see Crystal and her family. I will say this. I feel Crystal is absolutely gorgeous. She's beautiful. I think she has a nice family. I like seeing her brother too. And I guess, her brother is big time into the music. So I'm liking Crystal when I see her with her family. Crystal with the ladies is always problematic. But when Crystal is showing a scene with her family, I think it's amazing. I also like that little segment that she did for, I guess it was her Instagram. She was
Mhm.
making the drink with her housekeeper. I thought that was really cool. I like that side of
Yeah.
Crystal.
But isn't
You
that
know
the
what I mean?
same
That's a
with
recipe.
everybody though? When you see them with their family, it's like I like them, but when they get messy with the girls, you're like, that's what I think is the kind of the pitfalls of reality TV. It's like we kind of want to see them promoting their businesses and being with their family, but when they just do that, we're like, oh, you're not messy enough. When they're messy, it's like you're doing too much.
It's
Yeah.
like you're doing
You
too
know,
much.
that's
You
always
gotta
like
get your
Ah,
recipe.
but you
that.
know what? Wait, Nessie makes a good point. Cherie and Jada seem like two different worlds.
Yep.
It seems like the same man wouldn't marry them both. You know what, Nessie? I never thought about it like that, but I wholeheartedly agree with you. Cherie seems totally different, and I don't know if you caught. I don't know if I want to call it, it was a little messy, right? How when Garcelle asked her, because Cherie's birthday had recently passed, and Garcelle said to her, "Oh, so you was in London?" And she said, "Who all was there?" And she said, "My baby." She said, "Baby daddy was there, and Jada wasn't there." So we did hear rumors that Cherie, and not in a romantic way, but Cherie and Will Smith kind of reconnected, and she spoke to him after the whole slap debacle at the Oscars. So it's interesting to know. I don't know what time period of her birthday in the Oscars, but it's interesting that he came and he supported her in London. even though we never heard any problems with them, they seem to be close even after, they got their divorce. But I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all caught that last night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
Yeah.
did,
I
and
ain't
you
seen
can
no big deal
understand.
about Sheree though. What is the big deal about her? What is the big deal? So
Oh,
what?
Lisa. Ooh, Lisa.
She's a big girl.
Shady.
Well, Lisa,
Lisa.
Nothing. Nothing. I don't think she even thinks she's a big deal. I just think that I don't think she thinks she's even a big deal. It's just you got to remember, even from when, like Gray Hair Diva said, even from when they got divorced, it was never no bad blood. And then, when Jada got in the picture, they were promoting this blended family, all is well thing. And so she was kind of incorporated. She's been incorporated to being a young wife to Will, and then she got back into the picture when they was trying to incorporate this whole blended family thing. I don't think she thinks she's better than nobody, but she kind of got incorporated into this whole thing with them. And yes, I do agree with Gray Hair Diva that I do believe they kind of reconnect on another level other than being co-parents, because remember when he even got the Oscar, she held the Oscar and all of that, and yeah, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah.
To
We,
me,
we got to
girl,
keep an
you is
eye
an
on it.
ex,
We got to
okay?
keep an eye on it.
She's a ex, okay? Gone down the road where you need to go to your ex-husband, your second ex-husband is, okay? Because ain't nobody
Well,
worrying about you, child.
Wait,
I
well,
didn't
Lisa,
like
Mim,
you.
she
You was
wait,
did
on
say,
Hollywood.
hold on 1 second, guys. Mim says what's interesting is that Jada and Sheree both like them young men. Well, you know what? I missed that too, but you are correct. Because Sheree did say that she had a young guy with her in London for her birthday, and she had to tell him to go, do a little something. She was tired pretty much. That's a good point right there. Yes, they like them young for whatever reason.
Because ain't no man that age
They
checking
messing with
for
you,
him.
Canelo. Listen,
Ain't no
I
man
don't
that
want
age
at
checking for
Camilla's
him.
dinner time. I'm sorry, Lisa, I cut you off. What did you say?
I said, ain't no man that ain't checking for him. Plus, like I said, she was on Hollywood Exes. I couldn't stand when she was on Hollywood X because she kept flip flopping back and forth when she was on Hollywood Exes. And I just known that dog, she ain't nothing brand new. Go sit down somewhere. To me, go sit down somewhere and kind of catch up with your ex husband, your second ex. You know this ex husband number two. So, child,
Well,
please,
listen.
I
I
wasn't.
am totally into. You keep doing it until you get it right. Okay. Listen,
Child,
you
please.
gotta
If you
keep.
ain't
You
get it
gotta
right
keep.
second time, if you ain't get it right second time, baby, it's over with. Because all you doing nothing just make being like Liz Potato, baby dog. Okay.
mm, well, I
So,
was gonna
but
say the thing is, Cherie did say that her and Will are on a different level. She said they do co-parent. They did break up on amicable terms, which means they're friends. So if they're friends, they don't have no animosity or anything. So it does make a difference. Like if you are an ex, but you're still a good friend, that makes it easier for you to co-parent your child. Now, unlike Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards, that's a whole nother story. So I'm just saying.
That's true.
a whole nother story. Listen, you know what? I respect any couple who can have a good co-parenting relationship, because really at the end of the day, it's about the kids. And that's why I will say this. I respect Kenya for really trying to make things good in terms of with Mark, her ex, well, soon to be ex-husband in Brooklyn, because that's how it should be. It should be, no, it doesn't matter what's going on between us. Let's make sure that our kids are good. So I
Yeah.
really think that's how it should be. They even sound like my cousin. Do it until you get it right. Listen, Tony, do it till you get it right. And that's why I ain't mad at Jennifer Lopez, because listen, you got to live your life. It's no use being sad. That one left. Let me see if the next one gonna love me a little bit better. That's
Child,
all.
please. That mean you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing, honey. Keep on the ex husband around, baby dog. I told him that you got something. I'm telling you something. If you get him a good man, and he know how to carry, he got the bag too, and the coins with the bag, baby. He got the coins inside that bag, baby dog. I'm told y'all need to watch this porn. Y'all need to be like some more. Do the hula hoop. Get the splits on. Make sure you do the stuff right so you can keep the man. And if the man's an old man, like see, like you talking about Elka Jane and do it right, baby. Like her Kit Kat be so good. baby, he supposed to have a heart attack when they having sex.
Wait a minute. So, sorry, thank you so much for the super sick. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thanks for coming through. Okay, I hope Sheree is the one who put Diana, Kyle, and Renna in their place. Well, her performance last night is not showing me much, but to be continued, right? That's why I'm like, all right, but we're gonna get more on her in a minute. And listen,
Yeah,
I think Sheree, is Sheree, is it Sheree? Is
Sheree. Yeah.
Sheree?
It's
Okay,
Sheree.
I think Sheree is dressing like Garcelle, which is not saying much. Her outfit to the party, you know my favorite word, it was tragic. Was it the party? That outfit was at the party, or when she came to meet the girls? Whatever. When she met I think it was to the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
It was like a
shawl,
party.
or yeah, it was to the party. That outfit was tragic. I mean, what do y'all think about that outfit?
Before I get to the outfit, I do
Yeah.
want to say, um, I know everybody's gonna look at me crazy when I say this. However, Horseface, I'm actually probably on her side this season more than anything.
Who?
Horseface,
Who
Renna.
that?
Yeah.
Brenna.
Oh, Winner.
Reason why I call her Horseface because her lips look like horse lips. So
Wow.
that's what I'm
She
saying.
keep having
Hey,
them done,
Nina.
baby.
Hey
Hey,
Nina.
Diva.
Hey,
So
Nina.
I like her. I think I'm gonna like her this season because see, she should have did what she's gonna do this season last season, calling Thief out like she's supposed to be. But let's get on to Sheree's. I thought she was dressed nicely. She looked good, at
Only
least to
person
me.
I love was my girl Cat, and I love that number she had on, baby.
Look
I
at Diva
love
looking
that
You
at
number.
me.
love what
Was
Sheree had on for the birthday
no, I
party?
said no. I
Do I
said
need
she
to
was
clean my
cow.
glasses?
I said cow.
Oh,
I
Kyle.
love the one cow had on. I
Kyle is
like
a whole
that.
nother story, but we'll get there.
We'll get
But
there.
Bud, you like that outfit that Sheree had
I
on for
didn't
the
think she
party?
was bad. I
No,
really
well,
did not
no,
think she was
I
bad.
know. No, and the crazy thing is, I'm with y'all. Was she trying to dress like Garcelle, which is not saying much, because again,
Oh, see,
I
y'all ain't
follow
gonna
her
give a girl.
since Hollywood exes, and she dressed a tad bit better. I'm not saying she was a fashionista, but she dressed better than that on Hollywood exes.
She sure
Yeah,
did.
that for that outfit looked like to me, if you just going maybe to go to the
Thank you,
supermarket
Kyle.
and get your groceries. Come on, that outfit was not cute. It was not saying birthday party ready. But okay. So we'll carry on though. We'll carry on. Okay. Yeah, God really is Cherie looked Cherie looked a hot mess. Nina, thank you. She looked a whole hot mess. Okay.
I don't pay
Hair
my
and
attention
everything
to
from
it.
head to toe, from the head to toe, she looked a hot mess. Okay, but we'll get there. So now let's go back to Crystal and the family. Now Crystal was telling her husband about the girls trip. Crystal is not really equipped, in my opinion, to be going on a girls trip because she's very sensitive. Everything, it hurts her, it bothers her. But she said that, she was telling her husband that Diana is nuclear. Diana, when you go against Diana is going to come with you with a vengeance. And, Crystal's brother was like, that's my type of girl. We're going to get on Diana, but we'll get there in a minute. Okay, so Chi-Town, you said she didn't understand the assignment. If you're talking about Sheree, I agree with you. That outfit was tragic, y'all. Tragic. Are you trying? Okay, so are you saying her hair was cute? Her makeup was cute? You saying yes? Can you eat your food and stop?
Uh-uh.
Stop. Because I can't even do this with you right now. She definitely needs a new look. Thank you, Queen of the Mall. Juanita, thank you so much for the super sticker. Renna looks like the Joker, like Perry says. Absolutely. Diana sounds like a piece of work. Ooh, we're gonna get to Diana, but we will get there. Diana is definitely a piece of work, right? So Kyle, we get a scene with Kyle and her family, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I really like seeing Kyle with her family. And Kyle don't play around. Kyle actually really cooks, okay? We've seen many scenes where Kyle actually physically making her own food, cooking. It looked like they was doing a good job. And her husband was there, and she pretty much was like telling the husband that Garcelle is having a birthday party and that he's invited also because the men are invited. Hi,
Diva,
hello,
excuse
hey
me.
Toria.
Diva,
Hello, Diva,
excuse me,
Lisa,
Diva,
Canela. Huh?
Diva, Diva.
Yes.
I'ma close out and I'm gonna come back in, okay? Cause
Okay,
I'm
sounds
having a
good.
problem with my
Okay, no
signal.
Yeah,
problem.
and then I gotta answer this business call, but I'm gonna come back.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, y'all, thank you. Rena looked like a whole mess when she woke up.
Look, I'm telling y'all,
Oh,
I
wait.
think
Go ahead, Canela, because I was
I
gonna
was just
say,
gonna say
go
I
ahead.
think I'm gonna like her this season. All right, that don't mean I'm gonna jump on Team Rena, but I
Hmm.
think I'm gonna like her this season because she, she done called everybody else out, and now it's time for her to call Erika call her out. So when I see that, I'm gonna be happy. So
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
see.
So Rena is a piece of work, right? Because they show a phone call with Rena, and she's literally in the tub taking a bath, and like we're seeing her. They saw her nude. I'm like, come on, Rena, are you serious right now? Is this what we're doing?
That
This
ain't the
is what
first
you got to
time.
do.
Yeah,
That ain't the first
baby,
time.
she
They done
loves
seen her
showing off that
nude
little
all the
ten little
time.
body. She like showing off that little ten little body, baby. Don't nobody got time for that, baby. Them fake titties and stuff. Girl, see nothing. She like showing that stuff, baby. Don't nobody want to see no titty nipple. I would have told the girl, cover yourself up, but I don't want to see it. Okay, if I want to see somebody titty nipples and stuff, I'll watch porn. Okay, so come on now.
Wait, Toria, you said Kyle is a nasty cook, though. Are you are you saying because of the way she preps stuff? You mean with washing the hands? And you saw the dog. The dog was ready to eat. I said, Kyle and these dogs, okay, just coming ready to eat the food. So yeah, Rena is definitely skin and bones because if you look, they said TV puts 10 pounds on you, right? If she literally looks that tiny on TV, I can't even imagine what she's like in person. Yeah, Kyle's dog was in the kitchen. Kyle's dog lives in the kitchen. Okay. That dog is
Now she get
truly
a
a
trainer
family
dog.
member.
Yeah, that thing
I
be
think they
jumping
put a place setting at the table for the dog when the cameras are not on. But
because that thing be
anyway,
up there jumping and eating.
they
Yeah,
do, right?
but she ain't
So
got him
now,
trained. You supposed to train your dog. The late Leo used to be. I had him trained. You don't come in there. You don't come in the kitchen, okay? Don't bring your tail in this kitchen. If you do, you can get a spanking because then you get whoopings like children do. Yeah, you
now
do.
be
I love him.
easy.
I love him, but when he disobeyed, he got a spanking though. He showed me. I whopped him on the booty.
Look,
All
my
right,
mom did too.
okay, we're going to wait. Okay, so now, so we talked about Rena being in the tub, and I'm having a phone call with her. Now let's talk about this text message where Diana was being super shady to Garcelle. I mean, so Diana holds grudges, right? She is
Yeah.
pissed at Garcelle because Garcelle asked her about that book. What is it, Room 23?
Yeah,
Or whatever the case may
Yes,
be.
it was
So
room
she,
23.
so when Garcelle said that she felt she was being rude, Diana held that in the back of her head and she won't let it go. Yes, they said TV puts pounds on you, and so if Runner is looking that thin and the TV puts pounds on you, she must be just a toothpick in person. I wouldn't eat nothing Kyle cooks just because she has that dog all in the kitchen. Yes, and the hairs, you know what? When you have an animal, their hairs be shedding constantly and you just don't know where they're going. But this is what I like about Kyle. She's not above, you know, picking up a pot and a pan and cooking. We have seen her cooking a lot. Yes, exactly, Diva. She's not clean with her cooking. I would never eat nothing out of that kitchen ever. Can you imagine the amount of hair flying around?
Oh
Yeah,
my
the hair.
God.
Yeah,
Toria
yeah.
ain't lying. She ain't lying.
Her dogs is gross. That's why I don't eat potlucks at work. I love my dog, but he knows how to act. Yes, I never did like the whole potlucks at work either. And my friends we used to be silently pointing like, who made that? Who made that? Which one did you make? And that's all we would eat. Yes. So now Diana sends this text about her having, her miscarriage, about her bleeding consistently since they came back from the trip. And pretty much she said, spell Garcelle's name wrong and was shading Garcelle in this text to the point where all the ladies felt the heat when they was reading the text. And even Garcelle was like, wow, like, whoa. yes, Diana was being rude. She was being extremely rude. And Diana, I mean, I guess one, I don't like Diana because I don't like what she said about the blogger, right? Two, I don't like Diana because she has her nose up in the air. She's extremely snooty. And we're going to get into the scene, the birthday party where her and Sutton got into it. Diana is messy. They
Very.
coming at you, Canelo. He's hungry, guys.
Because
He's
it's
hungry.
my
He's
dinner
hungry.
time. Normally, when Diva goes live, I'm not on her channel, so I'm normally eating at this time. So I'm sorry if you guys see me eating. I try my best. Well, I ate the hot dog off camera, so y'all should be happy about that one.
Baby,
Brother
eat
is
your food,
in. I
baby.
watch
Eat
on
your
TVC
food.
all the
Enjoy
time.
your food.
Oh, I'm done.
Enjoy
I ain't
your
got one
food,
chip on
Okay.
my
baby.
plate. I ain't
Okay.
got one chip left,
So
and
wait a
that's it.
minute. So Barbara says she can't stand dirty Diana. This proves that Diana is a racist. Diana is a pompous A.
Very,
Diana, oh, I wanted
very.
to literally jump through the TV and like beat Diana down, but we'll get there, right? So then
Right.
Sutton goes over to Dorit's house, and Dorit mom is there. Now, this is another thing that I love about the reality shows. I really do like when we get introduced to the moms, to the family members, and they're not in it all the time, but we get little snippets of them. And I really think, you know what, we wouldn't have never got to know Lisa's Renner's mother if they didn't give, us little snippets. And I truly enjoyed, Lisa Renner's mother. I really did. Diana just had a baby a couple years ago, right? So she was pregnant again and lost it. Yes, that's what she pretty much said. I think she even told the story to, I can't remember before the trip who she told the story to, but Nina, yes, that's what happened.
I think
And
she told it
so
to Sutton. I
to
think she said it to
Sutton,
Sutton.
yeah. She told it to Sutton, right? And so now where was I at? So Diana did that text, which was a mess. But Sutton and before we get to Sutton and Dorit meeting up, I forgot. Erica had a photo shoot for her hair, pretty hot mess. Right, pretty mess. I'm saying pretty hot mess. Pretty mess hair. Pretty mess hair. I'm messing up.
Yeah.
So be help me, Camilla. Pretty mess hair. From the day I saw Diana, just her reality on life. From day one, I saw it through Diana. You know what? I hate to say this. I missed it. I did not see right through her. I thought like, all right, she's
Oh
saying
my
she don't go to the
God.
store. She's just uber rich, right? I really didn't catch up to it. But now seeing her true colors, she's just, and I'm not talking about outside. I'm talking
Still
about
on the inside.
internally. She's just ugly. She's just an ugly, nasty person. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Dot. Yeah, Nina. Yeah, she did say it. She did say it happened because I think right after her and the boyfriend slash fiance had the little girl, they was trying to have another one. I
She
mean,
said
to
that. Yeah, she
give
said that.
Diana Brooklyn beat down. Yes. How old is Dirty Diana? I
55.
don't. Oh, she is.
I think she's in her. I think she said she's in her late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
Okay.
tell you my age, but me and her like the same age. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like the family scenes and like the moms when they give them to us in small doses. Miss Gigi, so do I. So,
Mm-hmm.
I had a 40-inch slip when I said that hair was a pretty hot mess. Listen, so listen. So this here, the photo shoot. Now, y'all don't kill me right now, right? But let me say this. Let me say this. What Erica, the way she handled last season and everything that went on with her husband, I don't know if she knew everything from the very beginning, but I wholeheartedly knew at some point she really knew. But I will say this. There's something about this season, Erica, that I do like. I don't totally hate her like I did last season. How are y'all feeling? I'm
I'm,
liking I'm
I
liking
like her
Erica
this
a little
I'm gonna
bit.
season.
say this. I'm gonna say this.
Mm.
I cannot support her. However, I still have a love for her. I really, really do. And the thing is, I'm mad with her because it's like she just don't want to, give it up for the people, the victim. She don't want to say, well, I want to help y'all. that if she say that, it would have went a long way. That's
I,
all
But
I'm
I
saying.
think
yeah,
the way
I
people coming,
don't.
I thought
I don't.
I think the way the people just crime on her because last year I was so set up over her when she kept telling on them lie about them cars flipping and everybody flipping and I'm like, girl, something's wrong here. But like I
But
keep and I my thing of it, everybody kind of jump on her, but she's not really at fault for nothing. It was her
well,
husband.
the thing is, what people are holding her accountable for is because if she knew, she should have came out and said something. When it came out, she should at least I know that's her husband, but if you had nothing to do with it and you didn't know, distance yourself and try to help the people because that's gonna look bad on her, and that's what trickled
Now
down
you
last
can't
year.
keep a roof over your head. Nothing you can't get
But
your
see,
you
Lisa's
can't keep
not
your
see.
roof over
Okay,
your
the,
head.
yeah, you got to keep a roof over your head. But look what the victims. The victims. You got one guy who needs treatment for life for the burns. Tom, and if you looked at the documentary, Tom would call them and tell them, look, the money didn't come in like I thought it was, because he would tell them on the day that was coming that they was gonna get the money. Then he would call them and tell them, I can't, we couldn't get the money. And these people been holding on for dear life to try to get the money, but never saw it. So when you see that, and Erika, like I don't know, like Diva said, we don't know if she knew in the beginning, but she had to know something. She
I
had
But
think
to
so
know
too.
that's
So
something.
true. I
wait,
mean,
so wait, one second, guys. 1 second, Lisa. So Toria said, yes, she was caught overcharging people. I do remember hearing something about this, right? When she is buying hair from Indonesia, I think she was paying like $75. Is that $75?
Mhm.
And charging people thousands for that ugly hair. Yeah, I mean,
I mean
everybody
that's
marks up stuff, but I did hear she was like really marking it up. Dirty Diana said she was 47, and I guess she's about 50.
So that's what we were saying, Lisa.
Take
Is
it more.
anger, boy.
Edgar
I
boy.
miss you. But yeah, that was what we were talking about, Lisa. Is not the fact that it's her fault. We all know she's not. It's not her fault. The thing is, when you're with this person and you don't distance yourself, it's gonna fall on you just like it did because he's incompetent. He has dementia. He's in the nursing home. So they're gonna throw it on her because he can't defend himself. I'm doing
Yeah,
air
I won't
quotes
give up my
because
I don't give I
wait,
won't give up my diamond and rings, honey.
I know
wait,
that's right.
but see,
what's up? What's up,
what's a
Gabor?
good boy?
What's good? What's
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 good,
going on?
What's
good?
Diva?
good,
What's
baby?
good,
What's
Lisa?
good,
What's good,
baby?
Canelo?
What's going on, my
Diva.
friend? What is
Yes.
going on?
Diva, I just got off that Stairmaster. I'm gonna tell you I'm through. I'm too through. That Stairmaster that Stairmaster wore me out today.
I'm sure it did.
But no, I think Canelo, I think you will feel different if you was in that position. Like you could feel bad for the victims, but they're not gonna leave me broke.
Well, no,
I
that's
still
what I
gotta
was gonna
have
say.
something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She didn't have to go into her savings. What she could have done is put on a benefit just for the victim. She could
What
have
did
just
you
put
see
on.
how she was trying to wind her hips? She can't make no money. Did you see how she was dancing at that party? A
Come on, you ain't got to
benefit.
put her out
Well,
like
you
that.
know what, Gabor, since you here, please tell me, do you really think Sheree dressed the part?
No. It's like
Okay,
giving me the $1 billion man in the box office baby mama. First wife, they got all the secrets.
right.
Well, what did he
I
probably
think
didn't
she
have the money
was
to
about
give her at that
money.
time. I'm just
He
saying.
probably didn't have the
But
money to give her at the time, but I got secrets. I can make a book. Don't make me write a book now.
right.
That's
But not
it.
only that, listen, guys. Here's the thing: if I know that I signed up for a reality show, I could be dead broke. But guess what? I'm gonna call 5 of my friends. We're gonna pull this money
Okay.
together and get me right. And I'm be like, listen, I'm gonna be in 5 scenes, y'all. We only need 5 outfits. Y'all help me pull this situation together so when I'm up on this TV, I'm cute. And I'm calling my girl that do the makeup, and I'm gonna say, listen, you gotta come over here because I'm about to do a scene and I'm gonna have myself together. But I'm not gonna just be looking on any old kind of way. And I'm
But
Will
see,
Smith X.
but see, Diva, she probably looking at it like, well, Garcelle look broke, so I'm pretty sure, and they love
Oh,
her, so I could go in and dress like this.
oh. I ain't gonna let y'all get.
I
This is
mean,
what
we
me and
not
Gabor
finna
always fight.
a
We always
girl,
fight
a
because he
girl.
co-owns my girl.
We not finna go there with about Garcelle today, okay?
I did.
We not finna go there, baby. Okay? We know how you feel
I don't know.
about
Hey,
Garcelle,
he
okay?
stands in it. That's what I love about him. He stands in it. We be
Did
fighting.
I lie though? I'm just saying she probably thought that D, but she probably say, well, look, Garcelle looking like she ain't got no money, so I'm pretty sure I can go over there and do something.
Gabor,
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna
They
Yo,
like
even
when
let
that
you do
that
that.
to come to a birthday party. Listen, y'all have to agree. To come to a birthday party, that outfit was tragic. It looked like a short with fringes at the bottom. I was like, come on, Sheree. And she got nice hair. Do something better with that hair. You're going to a birthday party, girl. But wait a minute. Ace E said Diana just gave dark vibes since she came on. And now with everything that came to light, it's just confirmation after confirmation. I
Mm,
missed it. I ain't gonna lie to
hey,
y'all. I missed it. I didn't catch it in the beginning. I
I
just
didn't
thought she
either.
was being cocky and funny. But yeah, she's dark.
I didn't
Hmm.
either. That was like the whole thing with Jeannie from Salt Lake City. I didn't, until all those things came out about her toward the end of the season, nobody caught on to it. And I was the main one because I actually liked her until we saw all these posts and stuff coming out. I was like, no, I
Baby, I knew
can't.
something was wrong with baby home when she kept coming after my girl Mary.
Well,
She
see,
won't come, she
I'm
won't
not
come
gonna
after
lie.
nobody
Mary
else.
needed to be came after because what she
Mm.
did was because the way she was. We'll wait to Salt Lake City because
Okay.
trust me,
So
we'll
wait.
wait for
So
that.
hold, Lexi, thank you so much for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. And Gabor, you said, listen, you feel for the victims, but you're not gonna be dead broke. I think she could have did some little things. She could have tweaked some little things, and everybody wouldn't have been turned on her. Like she
That's
could have gave up the earrings. She could have,
Mm.
even if she didn't sell all the shoes. We don't know how many shoes she has, right? She could have
mm-mm.
gave up, said, you know what, I'm selling these shoes and these bags to give back to the victim. And meantime, she still kept 100 on the side, and nobody would have ever known.
I,
How much were the
So,
I
yeah.
earrings, Diva?
Huh?
I think they were
How much
about
were the earrings?
200.
They said one. It was up to 1.4 million. First, they was purchased for 750,000, and then
Mm-hmm.
they said that
Mm-hmm.
the value went up to 1.4 million. But as Toria said, that judge told her the other day, give up the earrings. She's pissing people off by being on TV, and they're feeling like she's still flaunting around,
Mm-hmm.
No,
and
no,
that's
no,
what's
no, no,
pissing
no, no, no,
everybody
no,
off.
no, no, no,
Go
no,
ahead,
no,
Lisa.
no, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
She earned them earrings, baby. She earned them earrings, okay? She earned them earrings,
But I
okay?
mean, she
You
earned
wasn't
them
finna
off the
take
But
back
my
of
damn
people.
earrings
my
that my husband gave me from anniversary gift, birthday
I
gift,
get what you're
holiday
saying.
gift.
I get
Now
what
you're
you're
not finna
saying,
take
Lisa.
my
But
stuff.
nobody.
Baby, we're gonna take
I
this
get
over
what
to the
you're saying.
Supreme Court. Okay?
I get what
The
you're saying,
bogus
Lisa. I
Supreme
do
Court,
get what
we're
you're
gonna take it
saying.
over to the Supreme Court. You're not finna
Mm.
take my earrings, baby doll. I'm gonna take the
Mm-hmm.
earrings out, baby doll, not that throw them in
Okay.
the ocean. Can't nobody get them.
I get what you're saying, Lisa. But what they're trying to say is she don't got to let people know she got them.
And
How
Yep.
that's the
if
point.
you ain't gonna
That's
give
the
them
point.
up? You know
And
Yep.
what I'm
that's
saying? I
why
would
I
have hit
said,
them. Nobody would know I had them earrings. I hit the earrings
That's
like
what
I
I'm
had the
talking
rest
about
of the money.
too, honey. I won't wear them, baby. I won't wear them on TV,
that's
baby.
why I said she could have put on a benefit and she could have
She
kept
can't
her
put on no
money.
benefits. She wasn't gonna make no money. She ain't no pop star. She could put on no benefits. She
Well,
wasn't
Well,
gonna
you
she
make
know,
no
could have got a
she
pop
money.
ain't
star to come up there and
expensive to
sing or
her.
something.
Well, can I tell y'all this too? This is honestly, I'm honestly telling you this. Before I knew about all the debacle and her husband was a fraud, really, I did like Erica in her little singing career, and
Mm.
her. I liked it. I
I
was here
did
for
too.
it.
I
Hey,
did
hot
too.
Lexi. Yeah, I can't really see what's going on because I'm driving.
Oh, you
But
drive?
yeah, you're right. I
You
never
be
paid
safe,
attention to it,
mister. You be
Diva.
safe.
I
Huh?
never paid attention. I never paid attention to her singing career. I know they used to see that she used to perform on the show and stuff, but I never really paid attention to her. So I didn't know she couldn't dance until this episode. I didn't know she couldn't dance the way that she was winding them hips. It must have been Alexa Pro, cause she wasn't.
No,
I
she
mean,
really,
it looked a little struggle. It looked
It
like she was
it,
struggling
it was.
winding the hips.
ain't in the
It
wild.
was
She ain't did
it
it in the
was a
wild,
it
honey.
was a struggle. It was a struggle. But you know what? Kyle was doing the most too with these splits
Oh,
and having
I
literally
told
no
them,
clothes on
baby,
at the
what you
party.
talking about, baby?
hmm
Doll? They say that man cheating, baby, and your man not supposed to be cheating. You doing splits like that, baby.
yeah,
Look, and y'all
Kyle.
saw
I
she was
believe
over
Kyle.
there flirting with Lonnie too.
Yeah, she
She
was on her float. Lonnie Croc was right in her face while she was doing
I
that
know.
split.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what
it
I'm
was
saying.
a bit much. So Callie is saying on Hollywood Exes, Sheree isn't wealthy. You know what though? That she probably isn't. I mean, I could tell by what she had on. The swap meet clothes when she to the party.
Ooh.
Um,
I
but
wouldn't have
so
went that far. She did look good. I'm just saying.
Canelo, listen, we both got on glasses, so yours were not clean when you was
Oh,
watching it.
I cleaned about 5 times.
Don't nobody care
Uh-uh.
about no Sharice or Sheree, whatever her damn name is. Don't nobody care about her. Yeah, go sit down somewhere. You put me
So
somewhere with the second ex-husband, honey, and you don't got
So
two
listen,
husbands.
Sutton goes to see Dorit, and Dorit mom is there. And Sutton was telling Dorit how she wasn't happy with Diana. She's still pissed off that Diana told her to go sit somewhere else when they got on that plane to come home. Okay, so she was pissed about that. And she was also Sutton is pissed that, Diana shaded Garcelle. So she was talking to Doreen about that.
Who got that going? Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me.
Oh,
I'm
that's
Oh,
sorry.
you,
Hold
bro.
on.
all right, no, it's okay.
I'm so
You
sorry.
like
Hold
what's that?
on.
Take everything from Erika except the stripper outfit she came into the marriage with. She
Now
can
I
go
ain't
back
gonna
to
back there and take
Shakers and
none,
find a
baby.
new
I'm
Tom.
sorry, baby.
Bills is
That
crazy.
even
Bills
my
ain't got
stripper
no
outfit,
sense.
you ain't finna take my stripper outfit, baby dog. That's because I got to go back to the club again, Sister Simone, and give me find my new sugar daddy. You ain't finna take that, baby. Because I
Well,
need
you
my
know
stripper
what?
outfit to go find my new sugar daddy.
You know this what I will say about Erica too, right? And trust me, I'm not in agreement with her not even pretending like she cares about the victims. But the thing is, your worst mistake can't define your whole life, right?
Right.
So what I do like about her is she's standing her ground. She's trying to pick herself up by her bootstrap, and she's trying to carry on with life. And that was this pretty. What is the name of the hair? I don't want to mess up. Pretty mess here. Is it pretty mess here?
I think so.
Yeah, she's trying to do her thing with that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I mean that part I do like. So Kelly, thank you so much for the super chat. Guys, Sheree isn't wealthy. This was addressed on her previous show. Yeah, I'm with you on that because she didn't look like much the two scenes that we saw her for her introduction. And for these to be her introductory scenes, she should have came looking better. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the first one they were in the park, so I wouldn't. I would have dressed down too. I would have had on some joggers and a hoodie, and because it was. I mean, they were in the park. Garcelle, she was. I mean, y'all always say my girl look bad when she dressed. So I'm just saying. Go ahead and drag me, Diva. I got some. I still got a little skin on the elbows. You can
Yeah.
drag me. Go ahead.
So okay. Now this was a nice scene too. This seemed like it was a family scene, right? Kind of
It
show your
was.
families because we saw Dorit's mom, Kyle and her family, and then Garcelle and her family, right? So Garcelle, the day of her birthday party, Garcelle pretty much her son Oliver came by, which is really sweet, and then it's her twins, right?
Girl.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Good boy.
Uh-oh, Gilmore. What
Good
happened?
boy.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing.
And he was like, "Oh, because we talking about Garcelle's son Oliver came through.
Right,
Oh,
and you know what too? The fact that the real had gave her a birthday party and he walked out and surprised her, and then all of the real cast was, came to a couple of the girls came to the birthday party. Now I will say this:
The thirsty
Garcelle's
ones.
birthday dress, I did like it. I liked
You
it a lot.
did?
Yeah, I did.
that dress was nice. I did like
It was.
her in that white
I
dress.
ain't like that dress. The old mammy made dress. Child, please, come on, man.
Oh,
I don't
y'all
like
don't
the
do
dress.
that.
Wait, what happened?
That
Oh, pretty
mammy
hair
made
princess a
dress.
ripoff. Oh my god.
I thought the dress, you know what? Garcelle is a hit or miss with her outfits, with her hair and everything. I think she has been doing better this season. but I did like her in the white. I did like her in
The
that
white
dress.
was, I loved it.
Yeah, I thought she did pretty good with that.
Nah, she
Lisa,
did
I know we
did
ain't gonna
better.
satisfy
She
you, but I love
did better. I'm
my
like a girl.
Garcelle.
I'm like a girl. What a gram squad that you supposed to have there. That mammy
Well,
made
she
that
ain't never
white
said
dress.
she had a glam
Child,
squad.
please, baby, come better
She
next
never,
time, baby. Okay.
now, Thief, she downsized her glam squad because she can't pay 40,000 a month no more for it. So she had to downsize. So she only kept the feet. But Garcelle never said she had a glam squad. So
Wait, hold on 1 second. Miss Gigi said that birthday dress was a no.
Miss Gigi, no, we finna drag each other
Oh,
tonight because that dress was
Miss
nice.
Now that
I
birthday
loved
dress was a no no.
it.
That birthday dress was a no no.
No,
No,
it was a
baby.
yes,
Let's
yes.
go.
I loved
Let's
it.
go back to your closet. Go back to the
It was too late. It
dressmaker.
was already.
Go back to the dressmaker and do something else over again because it wasn't happening for me. That mammy made that dress. Go ahead on, sir.
oh my God, y'all saying Mary
Y'all
made
are
white dress?
shady.
Oh my God, y'all are killing me right now.
Y'all
Come
are messy.
Garcelle just was. Thank you, Nesty. Who gave her that purse cake again?
Nasty.
Well. We're gonna get to that because
Okay.
they was shading her. They was low key shading Garcelle at her own party, but we're gonna get there. Garcelle had hair and makeup squad with her. Somebody, we're getting feedback. Okay. An absolute no, hell no. Who's that we getting the feedback from? Do you know? Is you saying it's not you?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Is it you?
This is me. Let me see.
Me?
Hello. It's me.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
you,
know.
Lisa.
It's
Cause
her.
yeah, cause I was muted, so I heard it. It was
Okay.
Gabor that he did the
Nina
same.
said it was me. Nina said it was me.
Oh,
I
did
don't
she
know.
say
I
it was
don't have
you?
anything. I don't have anything on, but I don't hear it now. Okay.
Try
Um.
again, Lisa.
So okay.
Hello.
So yeah, you
Okay.
sound good now. I don't hear the feedback now. Okay. No, it is you, Lisa.
It's me.
Yeah. Go out and come back in.
Okay, here I come. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. All right.
Can
All
y'all
right.
hear me?
So y'all being messy. Garcelle look really good, and, and we're not gonna do this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now we don't have the feedback. Okay. Good. Garcelle confessional dress. Your Abby child. Y'all killing me right now. Can we get?
Garcelle was
You know what?
gorgeous. I'm
You know what?
sorry.
I gotta do an AT2 here, right? So can we get a one in the chat if Garcelle's dress was nice? A two in the chat if you saying it's a no. But I'm saying Garcelle looked good. Hey, Gabor.
Hey, I'm sorry. I think something was wrong with my. Well, I was trying to just connect it to my headphones.
No
But
problem. No problem.
I don't, Canelo. I don't think that you're keeping it real. And if we gonna talk, I'm all about keeping it
Okay, now
real.
we
Now,
talk all
Garcelle,
the
wait, wait.
time, so
Okay,
you
but
know. So
I
let's
don't
go
want to hear
ahead.
Garcelle don't got. I don't want to hear Garcelle ain't got no glam squad when it was written scattered right across the TV.
No,
Now
no.
come
What
on
I
now.
mean, no. What I mean is the glam
What
squad.
you mean is
Like,
she got a glam squad? It
That's
may
what
not
I'm
be
talking
up to
about.
par.
Thank
no. What
you.
It
I
may
mean.
not
Thank
be
you,
up to
boy.
par like everybody else's,
Yeah,
but she
boy.
got
We
a
got a
glam
brother,
squad.
baby.
Wait
She
before
can
you
get it.
drag me, good boy. Wait before you drag me. What
No,
I
it's just
meant by
excuses. I'm just saying
it
we
ain't
gotta
no
quit making
excuse. What I'm
excuses.
saying, no. What I'm saying, she didn't have the type of glam squad that Thief got. Thief had
Okay,
a
well,
$40,000
of course she don't
one.
got
A
the
seven.
she
Ain't
don't got the
nobody
type of
want no
house they got
seven.
either. She don't got the
Huh?
type of house they got either. She don't got the type of money they got either. But she got
But
a glam squad. Now we're gonna keep it on glam. She got a glam squad.
I mean,
She
I'm
took
that's
the
what.
glam squad on vacation with her, Canelo.
No, I'm
Thank
not saying
you.
no. What I mean was when I was saying she didn't have the glam squad that Thief has. She does have one, but it is not the production of Madam Thief is what I'm saying.
So she's saying she was low budget.
Good boy, you ain't gonna
Woman, she
keep
didn't
calling me
waste her
out like
battle.
this.
She didn't waste. Don't waste your battle, baby. Okay, now she didn't waste her
Wait,
battle.
he's
She
saying
didn't waste her battle.
the wigs are depressing. Oh my God. We need to help Garcelle and her friend Sheree. Andrea, thank you so much. Love your live. Good work on Wendy Williams today. Her family needs to protect her. Her
Yes.
family does need to protect her.
All
Um,
jokes
it-
aside, though, all
uh-huh.
jokes aside, I wish that the women like from Atlanta, them, it would be nice if they was to like how you said, Diva, like if you was coming on the show, like some of the girls hear about somebody getting on the show and like, okay, girl, we're gonna get you together so you won't be on here looking, For instance, I know that what's going on with Garcelle is her wigs probably look better in person than they do on camera, right? So
Yeah.
it'll be nice if some girls will be like, okay, this don't look good on camera. It might look good in person, but don't look good on camera, and like try to help her out.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish it was more
I
sisterhood
agree.
like that.
I agree.
I get, yeah.
Trust and believe if they calling me for a TV show, I'm a pull some outfits to the side and be like, all right, in case we go to exercise event. Listen, all these shows kind of do the same thing, right? They go on
Mm-hmm.
trips, they go to dinners. You got to show up for a dinner party or something like that. So you have a general idea of what you may need to show up in. Get yourself together. Listen, I would have to. The credit card would have to get blown up or something, but I'm not going to get on that TV
So
looking
this,
a hot
baby
mess.
doll, honey. Baby, she can go right down to Walmart and Target, baby doll. Target got some good
Ooh,
looking clothes,
Lisa,
and
no, you
Walmart do
not.
too.
She
Baby, you
already
ain't got,
going to
baby. I'm gonna
Target,
tell you something,
Lisa.
baby. I'm
I
gonna tell
see.
you something. I'm a big girl. Look at, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a big
She
girl.
already at
Okay, I go
Target.
to Walmart, baby, and I give me one of them little dressed up little outfit. You dress the little outfit up with some
Oh,
little
I
Lisa.
sexy
would have
shit,
said
and you look
Macy's.
like
I
you
would
just
have
came down the
said
one way, baby doll. I know me, baby doll. Come on now.
no.
You can dress
I'm
up
not
Okay,
like
so
that.
wait,
saying.
I have to let me add this. Let me add this to the conversation, Camilla. They was kind of shading her a little bit at her own party, right? But at this on the side note, Garcelle is always low key begging. But we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, good boy. So
Ooh.
Dorit said about the case. She said, "Oh, her first Birkin." Okay, so that's what Dory said about the cake. I don't know if y'all caught that, right?
Yes,
And
I
then
called it.
Garcelle, when Diana brought her book, Room 23 or whatever, in the thing, she was like, "Oh, that's nice. She got me the book, but I would have rather have a bag."
But see, I'm
Um,
gonna
Stop
tell you now.
begging.
You know that
Stop
was shade
begging. Say
because
want to
she
buy you
brought that
stuff.
book to be shady, and she brought them flowers because of the text message to try to be nasty to Garcelle. So in that case, I would have said, "Hell yeah, I want the damn bag. Don't bring me the flowers. Bring me the bag." I would have
Man,
said
I
it
ain't
too.
gonna bag you no bag. You ain't none of my man. She already got that
No,
man she paying for
no,
over there.
Lisa,
Diana
it was
already got
no.
a man
This
she
is the whole
paying
point.
for.
No,
Y'all
this is the
trying to
whole
get her
point.
the Lassenville now.
If you're gonna sit here and drag me and tell me I'm rude just because I said you was being rude to Dorit for asking about your book, why? And you're gonna put it in a text message, and then you're gonna bring me the book with a bunch of flowers. Now I'm not saying that the thought. Well, hell, in this case, the thought wasn't there because she was being shady. By the way, went on about me the game bag. It could have been a knockoff. It could have been a knockoff. I wouldn't have cared though. I would have probably wanted to known it until I took it home. But it would have still been. I would have had the bag. So I'm with Garcelle on that one. Yeah, she
I'm with
big. She
I'm with
big.
Den- I'm with Diana. I was rude because I wouldn't talk about the book. So here go the book. You can read it and tell her everything she needs to know.
Amen. Amen.
Good boy,
Amen.
I cannot with you. I
That's
cannot.
it. That's it. That's it, girl. That's it. You
wait,
want to
Miss
know what you want
Gigi,
to know everything about the book? Read the book, baby. I'm bringing you a copy of the book, and plus I signed the book. Okay, so you got that for your birthday. Okay, now let's move
and
on.
it's rare, and you can't find it anywhere. But wait, Miss Gigi, but Diva, you like Garcelle's birthday dress. I would have rather had Cherie's outfit better. Miss Gigi, do you wear glasses? You know I love you, but do you wear glasses? You would
Listen, y'all
have
ain't
rather
gonna jump on Miss
Cherie's
Gigi because
outfit
she
with
was
the
dragging.
princess at the bottom. Stop it, y'all.
Y'all
Don't
is
do
not gonna
that.
drag Miss Gigi in this moment because I said that Sheree did look good at the party. Oh, y'all done drugged me to the white meat on my elbows, but then I'm sitting up here taking up Garcelle. Oh, y'all said it's nice, but then here come Gabor. Oh, Kitty, now she didn't look good. And then Lisa talk about, well, I would have bought her the bag either. So I'm getting dragged on my face. So y'all,
Ain't
at least
nobody dragging you,
Ain't nobody
Canelo. If you
dragging
feel
you,
that way,
baby.
I'm
We dragging
sorry,
them. We
but ain't nobody
dragging
dragging you.
their
You're
asses.
not being
I'm
real.
not
You're
dragging
not being
you.
honest.
I'm
You're not
being
being
honest,
honest.
Gabor.
You sat up here. No, you're not. You
Tell me
sat up
what.
here and said she didn't have a glam squad. She has the glam
Now
squad.
you know when I said she
That
didn't have
can't
a.
be refuted. You can't fight that. It said it right on the TV. Garcelle's Glam Squad. It was 2 people. What y'all trying to do is y'all keep on trying to make excuses.
No, well,
she
I'm
had
not
the 2
making no
people.
excuses.
Hold on. She had 2 people Glam Squad. Sutton had 2 people Glam Squad. And Erika Jane had 2 people Glam Squad. Now you saying, well, her Glam Squad wasn't up to par as the rest of the people's. She had 2 people just like everybody else.
I just said thieves. I said her Glam Squad wasn't up to par with thieves. That's what I said. Yes, I did say she can have a Glam Squad, but I should have completed my sentence when I said it wasn't up to par.
Oh,
wait, hold on, guys. Sebastian, you're in the building. What's up? What you want to say?
I love how we all like to gang up on Garcelle.
Oh my!
I just love it. You
Hey,
know,
Sebastian.
the only black woman on that show, we all have to gang up on her. You see, it be your own people.
Oh, here he go. Here he go.
Oh my God. She ain't the only black person on the show no more. We got Sheree.
But no, listen.
She's the only housewife. She's the only
I'm
housewife.
not going after Garcelle because I liked her on the show. But she asked about that birthday dress, and I'm letting you know it was a man-made ass dress, and I did not like it. You need to go put it back in the closet, tell that dude to make her another dress.
I like that dress. That dress was actually better than the other one she's worn.
I love that.
But wait, hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. So Ace E said, Diva, is it just me or Sheree giving us Giselle? Thank you, Ace E. Yes, she's giving us Giselle.
That is shady, unshady.
Gotta give her time.
That is
gotta give her time.
Thank you, Ace E. Thank you for
that
being
is
here.
so shady.
That is shady, unshady. You know good well nobody is like that on Gives a Dick. Nobody can be
I got hope for Sheree.
Wait, hold on, Canella. What are you saying, Gabor?
I said I got hope for Sheree. I think that maybe she knew that Garcelle wasn't gonna be able to dress, so she was like, "Well, let me dress down, so I'll dress her."
Gabor.
That's what I thought. Maybe she haven't. I don't think we can label her Giselle yet because she only had 2 little scenes.
But shouldn't you have come through? First impressions are everything, right?
It is true. That is true.
Okay. Yeah.
So
it wasn't her first time.
But she's pretty. She's pretty, and her hair and the makeup. Nothing worked well for her first 2 scenes. Nothing.
Well, I like what Sheree wore. I mean, it's just me.
I like what Garcelle wore. Garcelle wore something nice for the first time in a while.
Look, we ain't talking about Madam over here who's wearing her dungeon outfit. I mean, are we gonna get on that track?
Wait, she did.
You talking about Kyle? You talking about Kyle?
Diva.
Yes.
Madam.
Yes.
Diva, what is that thing? What is it? What do they call them things that you put on your bed? A duvet?
A duvet?
No, the white cushiony thing, the thing that you put over your bed.
Egg crates.
No, not the egg crate. Is it a duvet? Like the big cover?
The
white one? Mm-hmm. That's what Garcelle had on.
You know what?
I love you, good boy.
And I love you, Victoria. I know that's yours, baby.
No. Victoria, what you got to say? Hold on 1 second. Thanks for coming up. What's going on?
Okay. The dress was okay until it got to his sleeves, and I was like, she's not on a Marvel movie playing one of them characters. The dress didn't do nothing for me.
We know that. We know she ain't on no movie.
Victoria, you're not turning today.
Y'all ain't finna do my Garcelle.
And the outfit that Kyle had on, I am so over her splits and showing her cooch and everything else. She's a hot mess.
Yeah, you know she was showing that cooch to Lonnie because she was trying to get Lonnie. So you know that's why.
And Dirty Diana, I'm just over her, and I was so mad at Andy Cohen today because I just watched the show a few minutes. I finished it before y'all came on, and I hate when Bravo does this. What they're doing is they're adding in Watch What Happens Live in the hour that is supposed to be allowed for Housewives. And so they're kind of forcing you to watch it. Because I stopped watching his show because I used to call in and it's fake. So I don't deal with Andy Cohen. But he just brushed over what Dirty Diana said to that blogger.
Oh,
He
you
Mm.
brushed
Khalifa?
over it. Did you hear? Did you catch that on Watch What Happens Live?
I
I
He
did.
didn't
like
see it.
dusted right over it like it was no big
Nothing.
deal. And I'm just over Bravo with his employees getting away with racist stuff. Now we got another racist on the show.
This
Sutton,
is
I'm
Oh
an
my
still on the
God.
fence about. I'm still on the
Diana.
fence
We
with
got two.
Diana
Sutton.
We
is an
got two. We got
actual
Sutton. We got
racist.
Diana.
Oh my
No,
God.
Diana's an actual racist. Like what she said
Mm.
was actually racist. Like it must suck
I
to be a black content creator. That was actually racist. That is more racist than what Jenny Wynn did. Jenny Wynn
Wow.
reposted some stuff, but she actually called out your race and said how demeaning it is to
Yeah,
be
she
a
did.
content creator.
Wow.
She did,
Wow.
and that's why she would get no support from me. That's why
The
her
the
name
length
is
the
Madam.
lengths the lengths that people will go.
That's
it's
why I
Uh
said
oh,
Dirty
Gabor.
Gabor,
Diane
What
to
you
me.
about to say,
And
Gabor?
because
Go
you
ahead.
know
Hold
how I
on.
feel
Hold
about
I
on.
it.
don't. I know a lot of. I know some immigrants that be like, "It's black outside. It's black outside." You know what I'm saying? So they say black for dark. There is a language barrier, and I don't really think that she meant anything by saying it must be hard to be a black content creator. I think that sometimes when we do stuff like this, like for this specifically, it's like anything that somebody do, we want to call them racist and
she
stand
been
on
in
it.
this country, Gabor, over 30 some years. It
I
shouldn't
know.
be no more
She's been in
language
the
barrier.
UK too. She's been in the UK, the foundation of the
Right,
English language too.
right. So I ain't trying to hear that.
I
She
know
know what she
immigrants that
did,
have been.
and
I have
she
an uncle
thinks
that is
her
an
money
immigrant
can
that's
get
been over
her.
here and still say it's black outside.
Yeah,
I
I
have
know
a
some people that say that, but
okay,
she
so that
like I have Spanish people right now working at my house building my deck around my pool. And
hmm
I thought he told me he was getting ready to pour the concrete, but he actually told me he already had poured it. And I had called him back and said, I thought you was going to pour the concrete. He said, no, 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 Toria, I already poured it. I'm like, I can't understand. His language is different than mine. And like sometimes I catch myself, but I understand the language barrier because when I first came here, I had a language barrier. But I'm just saying,
Well,
I'm
you know
just
what? Let me
over
add this
Bravo
too.
letting these housewives get away with it, and Andy don't say nothing. And I really think he is the worst person in the world.
mm,
But here's the
mm,
thing. Let me say this about Diana, right?
Madam
Even if
Diana,
it,
No, just
Madam.
Madam.
right,
Just Madam.
right. So even if we let go of that comment for 1.2 seconds, Gabor, what
hmm
about this her overall performance and the way she is acting on the show? She's pompous, she's arrogant, she's demeaning, and and the way that she is addressing and trying to do to Garcelle, I
Hmm.
want to I
mm.
want to jump through the TV and punch it dead in her face.
What
And
Because
you
did
she
she
don't
do to
come, you don't
Garcelle,
you don't
Diva?
come to
What did she
Garcelle
do?
party. You don't come to Garcelle party acting a fool. I'm sorry. Well, in
Oh,
the
baby, we
text
do.
message.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yes,
yes.
you
We took
do,
the
baby.
party.
If you
She
tell
was
me
a
I'm
part of the
playing
show.
rude,
She's
I'm
a
gonna
part
have
of
to
the
go.
show.
Yeah, you
Garcelle's a
tell me
part of
I'm
the show,
playing
like
rude,
everybody
and
else.
then you
No, no, no,
step
no,
We come to
in.
the
no.
party and we coming to act up.
That's been one of the best
That's
parties on Beverly Hills in the
Thank
past
oh
couple
my
of
you,
God.
years.
thank you.
Garcelle threw a good
Listen.
party.
And
Listen,
none of them
what's the
could
girl
dance.
name? Drew came over there to Sanya dinner to act up. When Drew wasn't invited and said she wasn't coming and she came to act up. We cannot have different rules to Garcelle
but
just because
no,
she's the only
actually
black girl.
remember, she did
but
say she wasn't gonna come, but
And Drew
Sanya
said
said
she
she was
wasn't coming.
she
And Drew said
did.
she wasn't coming either, Canelo.
But
Drew
what
said
but
she was
but
happened
but
not
was
coming.
before you wanna mix the families here. You wanna mix the shows. Okay, we gonna mix the shows. But let's
No,
do this.
I'm just
Sonya,
saying.
no, Sonya is doing the most. Like Diana is doing the most. So
Marlo
Yeah,
is doing the most.
both of them need to get voted off the island.
Marlo,
yeah.
and what I'm gonna say was
Marlo.
What
Sanya also said she wished Drew would show up. And Drew showed up and she
but
came and said she
Canelo,
was
what you're
happy.
saying doesn't even stand, it doesn't even correlate because Garcelle never invited her, never told her that she couldn't come to the event.
No, she
They were
didn't.
both invited. They were all both of those women were invited to the event. Both of them said they wasn't coming. Both of them still showed up. Point blank in the period. That's all I'm saying.
But
You
see,
can't change.
And Sonya
You
is
can't
Okay.
broke,
stop.
and
You
Diana
can't.
got a lot of money, and they both think they're entitled. And I can't stand entitled women.
Come on,
Exactly.
Toria.
Bring it, Toria.
Drop the facts, girlfriend.
Cause
They
see what
both
I
feel
was
We
like
gonna
gon'
they entitled. And her put some respect on my name with her 4 medals. I don't care if you have two. I don't care if you have one. You
child
gotta earn your
please.
respect
I
up in
like
here.
I'm
That's
talking
right.
about
Look,
you.
I
I'm
watch
talking
the
Mister,
about
Mister,
you.
Olympics
You
Mister
was
all
the
the
said
time.
one.
you
Every
back
time the
into one
Olympics
of
come
those
on, and I
nuts.
didn't even know who that woman was. So her
Oh, I knew who
wins
she
were
was.
not memorable.
Oh
Her
my
wins were
god.
not memorable.
No, they weren't.
Well, I only watched
Well,
the
her
gymnastics in it. Go ahead, go boy.
she only won one gold medal by herself. I mean, Sanya Richards is, don't get me wrong, she is a big name in track and field, but her 4 medals, 3 of them was with relays, and that's just fact.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
so she can't take credit for them three
Yeah,
by
baby.
herself. She had a
Gab-
team.
Gabor
Wait,
has
But my
she
wait,
take
point is,
credit.
hold on, everybody, 1 second. Miss Gigi. So somebody said, I agree with the caller. That was actually the best party in housewife history. It actually had real people in attendance with a DJ and mingling and dancing. The best by far. So y'all
Yes.
think this
oh
was
my
the
god,
best?
that's a stretch.
I, I
No.
said I said that. I said that.
Sebastian said it, and I agree. I ain't gonna say it was the best in history,
It
but it
wasn't
was
best in
one of
Yeah.
the,
history. It was the
Come
best
but
in
it
the
was one
history
of
of
the best.
Beverly
That's what I'm
Hills.
saying.
Yeah,
These are
definitely.
strong words. These are strong words.
In Beverly
It
Hills. It
wasn't
was
the
the best.
best in history, but
Oh
none
my
of
god,
them
are
could
you
dance.
kidding?
Come on now, they
No, they
all
couldn't.
needed
Now
a
they
dance
could. I'm
teacher.
not finna lie. I am not finna lie. You ain't lying, Tori. None of them could dance, but they did have fun, and that was the main goal of the whole party was everybody to have fun. Until Madam decides she wants to be all cocky and arrogant. Well, excuse me, obnoxious.
You know what I think the problem is, and I think I heard you mention this before, Gabor, also, right?
Yeah,
It's very hard because they can't just play music
yeah, I
on
called to make sure
the
you was all right
TV.
because you ain't come back for a while. And you going down there by yourself, I was worried. I didn't want you to have to kick nobody ass.
Oh wait,
Uh oh.
let me mute Toria for a minute. Something going on. All right. So they can't really play the DJ music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was part of the problem. But I think in history, the best housewife party ever. Um that's heavy. That's
No,
heavy.
not
I don't
in
know
the
if I'm gonna
history of
give
the
it that award
housewives.
yet. I don't know
That
if I'm gonna give
didn't
it that award yet. Go ahead.
I'm
Wait.
so
Kyle
sorry,
done threw
Lee.
some.
I'm still on toast. I'm about to
Oh
kick
my
somebody
God, I went
ass.
so in. You ain't have no
Mm.
extra keys.
Kyle done threw some lavish parties in her old house at
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
pool.
she
Lisa
has.
Vanderpump done threw some lavish parties at that.
she
To me,
did.
I just feel like, I mean, we gotta be careful with our words.
No, it's
No,
the
Yeah.
It
best
was a
in
I
nice
Beverly
mean,
Hills.
party.
One of the
It was a
best
nice party, but the
in
best
Beverly
party in
Hills.
history. Come
I
on,
didn't say
y'all.
that. I never said
I didn't say
that.
you
I
said
never
it because I
said it
know
was
I.
the
Okay.
best of all history. I said it was the best in one of the best in Beverly Hills.
Boy, Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump live in Beverly Hills, darling.
Well, they
Come
didn't
on.
bring anything, so
Y'all
Listen,
gonna give me a
listen. Wait,
headache.
hold on. Nina said that was a good party, but not the best by far. So we can
Yeah.
agree it was
She
a good
technically,
party.
yep.
But see,
It
this
was
is
And
why I
listen,
said
good.
let me tell you. Wait, hold on. Let me add this to the conversation. Let me tell you why. And I'm not even a drinker, but Garcelle kind of she managed the menu for the bar because
mm-hmm.
it was only certain kind of drinks, and that darn Erika was blowing her budget because she had
Oh
the
my
guy
God.
getting her whatever drink she wanted. Okay,
Oh,
exactly.
you can't be blowing Garcelle's budget like that. Y'all know that she don't have the same money y'all do. Don't
and
do
let
that
me
to
tell
Garcelle.
and let me
The
tell
Ooh.
thing is,
y'all.
well, you
I'm
don't,
glad you
baby, you
said.
better have
I'm
an
glad
Yeah,
you
open bar,
said it in my
baby.
Navy diva.
Her
hold
money
on,
is
wait, good boy.
clean
We'll get on
money.
your shady butt
Her
in a
money
minute.
is clean money. Her money is clean money. Just keep it at that.
Oh,
But
you said her money's clean money? Oh,
Yes.
oh
okay,
well, at least she
okay.
do got some. But what I was gonna say is, y'all now on
How
that
we know it's
particular
clean money? It
episode.
might not be no clean money, baby.
It is
No, for
clean money.
Garcelle, for
Garcelle's money
Garcelle.
is clean.
Child, we
Everybody
don't
else
know
is
that
weird.
that she that why she didn't pay with that paddle.
Oh,
Oh.
now Lisa, now
Oh,
back
Oh,
again.
okay.
no,
Now,
she
we
raised
ain't
her
doing
paddle.
that. We is
Okay.
not gonna do
We're not
that.
going to do this
Right,
today. We
right.
are
She couldn't
not
pay for
but,
the
going to.
paddle.
She
Ain't
but
that right,
she
girl?
paid.
All
She
She
paid.
right.
She didn't
paid.
pay that. She
we
didn't
are
pay the
not
paddle
going
the
to
first
drag my
time.
6
girl.
months
She
later.
owed that
We is
paddle.
Tell
not
him,
going
She
to do
didn't
Lisa.
pay
that.
that
Tell him,
$5,000.
Lisa.
She
6 months
paid.
later.
Yes,
She
honey.
6 months
paid.
later.
She
6 months
paid.
Yeah,
She
later.
yeah.
paid
6
that
months
night.
It
later,
Let's
doesn't
I
not
have to
do
cry
matter.
that.
for
Let's
that
not play
something.
with
Yeah,
Garcelle.
I
Okay,
have to.
so wait,
I
hold
have
on,
to cry
guys.
for
Hold
that
on one
something on the
second.
reunion.
Listen, Ben makes a good point. Where was the food? Was
They
there
had
food?
food. It was, I think it
Girl,
was
you
like
know
finger food.
Garcelle. Girl, I didn't see no food. All
No,
I
I
saw was
think there
cake.
was food. There had to be food, but we couldn't see it. I think
See,
that.
Oh.
Sebastian, you
No,
gonna
I think
stand
there
by
was
her no
food.
matter what. We
No,
couldn't
I.
see
That's
the
what
Why?
I'm
food.
Why
saying.
would
I
you have a
didn't
cake
see.
there? Why would you have a cake there but no food? Like it
That
wouldn't
I
make
was,
didn't
and
see
then
no
sense.
you had the
meatballs.
drinks.
I
The
didn't see
cake
no
was the
meatballs.
food.
We would
They
have
didn't have
never
no
seen
food
the
truck.
food because
They,
everyone was fighting with
The
Diana. We
cake
would have never
was
seen the
the
food.
food. That was the food.
but
I'm gonna
what?
get
This is what
y'all.
I wanted to
I'm gonna
say.
get
Mm-mm.
y'all so
Oh,
intoxicated. We gonna eat cake.
Ooh, hold on,
The
but let me
cake
say this.
breaking
well,
bad.
I
wait,
ain't
The
seen
okay,
cake
no
breaking
food
wait,
bad.
hold
there.
on one second. Hold on one second, everybody. Camilla, I'm gonna let you speak in a minute.
Okay.
But Lisa, are we really eating the cake with everything going on? And Carcel actually blew out the candles on the cake. No, ma'am, I don't want no cake. Go ahead, Canelo.
Oh, what I was gonna say
Well
is,
then, I
if
didn't eat
everybody
the
would
cake. It
look
was
at that
not my
episode,
party. I would
if
have food, chicken
Hold
wings.
on, Lisa. Let Canelo talk, Lisa. Go ahead,
now,
Canelo.
if y'all looked at that episode, y'all remember Garcelle's birthday was the on that particular day that she did the reel. Now, they
Mm.
did an episode where Lonnie and Adrian came out and said that Erika was so drunk she came over and spilled all of her business to them.
See,
Mm-hmm.
that's why.
Yes.
And they were looking at her like they didn't even ask that. Because if you actually look, because she was over there, you saw Adrian and Lonnie turn away, and walk away. They didn't. They said they was not dealing with Erika. Erika was so drunk she couldn't even hold. She was spilling everything. And I'm just sitting here like, why would y'all even have her at the damn party if she was gonna do that?
Why
Well,
would you
we already.
even? No, it's not even
Oh,
having at the party. You know what I'm saying? If she would have, that's what I'm saying. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. She was drunk. When people get drunk, they get talkative. They overreact. Why was this a
And
topic at the real? Why did
Because
y'all take this back to y'all? Why did y'all take it back to y'all show?
this was during the whole time that this was during the time that her and Erica unfollowed each other, and they was asking why. And we come to find out Erica says we don't know just yet because we ain't got to the fallout yet. But this was way after the birthday episode, and they was trying to find out. I want to know what they said, but they didn't go into much detail about it because they was on the show.
Supposedly Erica said that black people are the one that stood by her, white people are the one who really gave it to her.
oh,
okay, what racist is about
Yeah.
that?
yeah.
No, no,
But
there's
wait,
nothing
wait, wait. Let
racist
me
No,
let
about
we
me
it.
just
didn't say
read this
nothing
for one
racist.
second. Hold on one second, guys. You said, did y'all see Rena's story? She posted. She said no one
Mm.
on the show can fight with Garcelle without being called a racist. She's not scared of
I
Black
told
Twitter.
y'all.
But of course, she deleted the story. I can believe that.
I can believe
That's
that
what
because
I
that,
can
Who's
that's
believe
that?
that's
that.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to be funny, but that's what made it true. Garcelle threw that dog whistle out there before she got on the show on
Yes,
Wendy
she
Williams.
did.
She said that the girls were scared to fight her because of Black Twitter, and that's what we see on the show. Garcelle can start shit with anybody. If you say anything to Garcelle, oh my God, she's calling her uneducated. Oh my God, it's racist, it's racist, it's racist. If you say anything to Garcelle, it literally Garcelle started with Diana. She called her rude. Diana can't say nothing back, can't show up to
She
the party or
was
nothing.
rude.
It
That's what I'm
doesn't.
talking about.
She
Thank
was not
you.
rude to Garcelle though. You
No,
know
but
what I'm
she
saying?
never.
Garcelle
She
was
started
standing
with
up
Gar.
for
That's
Dorit though.
that's what I'm talking about. When they was
It
in
doesn't.
Memphis,
It doesn't
one,
matter. You can't. If you start with me, I'm going to finish it. It doesn't make her racist for standing up for herself.
No, it doesn't make
If
her
you call
racist
me,
for her standing up for
please let me.
herself.
If you call me rude, I can say something back to you, and I don't have to be racist.
You
Is all
can.
I'm saying.
I agree. You can say something back, but you can't be saying stuff back by saying how, oh, I helped your country. I did this for your country. I gave money to your country. I
That
went
was
to your
today on
country.
the.
That is
That
Like,
was
racist.
today. That was
That's
today. But I'm saying on the
xenophobe.
I would
show.
have said the
I'm
same thing.
talking
I
about
ain't
on the
tell you no
show.
lie. I ain't
We're
gonna tell
talking
you no
about on the
lie.
show. Hold on, guys. Let's do one at a time. But remember, yes, with the drinks. Remember, Sutton said that's
Mm-hmm.
not on the menu to Erica
Yep.
because Garcelle had a set menu and she had a budget, and y'all can't be coming here busting her budget.
So
But
not
go
a.
ahead,
She didn't
finish
have
up
a.
the boy.
It wasn't. What I'm saying is that is true. But I see that on the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
can't nobody say nothing about Garcelle. It's automatically racist. Garcelle can do and start stuff all the time, but the girls feel like that they can't really say nothing to her. And that's what I see on the show. It's like anything you say to Garcelle is almost seen as racist. Garcelle literally, even the stuff with Kyle, she turned that into a racist thing. Oh, would you would have said it to a white girl? She is going to play that card.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell
She
you the truth.
is playing that card.
And I'm gonna tell you
And
the
it's
truth.
Yeah.
just the
I get
truth.
tired of us playing that card all the time. And
Me
we
And
too.
that's
play it
what's
a
giving
lot.
I
her her
do. I hate
superpower.
the race card.
That's
Yeah.
what's giving her superpower this season to keep speaking up because she knows probably they're afraid to even come back at her.
Right. Because
Um,
baby, don't be
yeah.
scared. Don't tell y'all white girls something. Don't be scared to come at her. If she doing some shady shit, come at her. Just come at her.
Y'all.
Okay?
This is an update. This is an update. Lonnie Love said there was no food. That's why they were all drunk. Come on,
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait,
Oh,
you know what?
Sebastian.
Hold
She
on.
probably
I want
did say that on
Sebastian
the
to say
show.
something because Sebastian the one who said it was food. So come on, Sebastian.
No,
What's
I said
up?
I think there was food, but
Yeah,
the
we said
fact
we
that there
thought
was
it was.
so
We didn't say
much
it wasn't.
fighting, they didn't
Because I
show
even
the
said I
food.
thought it was finger food. I said I
baby,
thought it might have
I
been
told
finger
y'all
food.
with no food. I'm the food with that damn Birkin bag cake.
And that wasn't
Girl.
cake wasn't enough to feed everybody there.
Oh no,
Girl,
they
you know,
Corey, they're gonna chop it up into a small piece.
Y'all know Garcelle took that purse home and tried to wear it.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Now, speaking of
You
purses,
crazy.
speaking of pocketbooks, this is what I don't like about Diana either, right? You always want to flaunt your cash, right? Oh, did you
Hmm.
see the diamond on this bag? And then they show the
Yes.
price
Oh
of the
my
bag.
god.
And then when she had the bag on the table, she's telling her son slash fiance slash boyfriend, whoever he is to her, okay? She's
Chrissy.
telling him, get that bag. And he's like, do you want me to take it to the car? Like, stop it.
Now,
Stop it.
now, Diva, while we
She
on
said
that,
that's a $250,000 right there.
She
ain't
sure
nobody
did.
scared.
It
I,
is.
no,
And I don't blame her. Hey, y'all
She
better get
shouldn't have
over
brought
that.
it. If
Shit.
she
she
Ain't
should have brought it. I
can't
want
leave my
Tori
$40
in there.
million
She
dollar
should have
purse on
brought
the
Wait,
it.
goddamn table.
hold on, guys. Like Toria said, go ahead, Toria. She shouldn't have brought it with her. Go ahead. What did you want to say?
if I had a $250,000 bag, I'm not taking it to a party where I'm going with strangers that I don't know everybody there. I wouldn't took
Mm.
that bag with me. And you don't take a bag worth that much money to a party with a whole lot of people. You just don't, because they got waiters there, staff.
And a lot of alcohol is circulating too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't have took that bag there.
you don't
And
supposed to
number
leave it
one,
at that
I wouldn't
table.
be spending no $250,000 on no damn purse. I tell you that. I love
That's you, baby.
designer
That's
bags, but
you.
I'm not spending that money foolishly if I can't eat it, sleep in it, live in it. I'm not spending that kind of money. I won't spend
Mm.
75, $80,000 on a car.
All right,
Baby,
Garcelle.
that's you how
Um,
you feel,
Mhm.
okay? But I'm
Now,
Hey,
saying
now,
it's
other
more
people
to
now,
life.
look
I'd
at
rather
her.
give my money to the homeless vets and the
But that's
homeless people
you.
in my area,
That's
and I
you,
work at
baby.
the
she
And,
mission and
did.
but
collect
that's you.
people stuff for people in Ukraine and do things like that with my money. Stuff
Well,
I'm
that's
I
comfortable.
understand.
that
People
is
in
you.
Ukraine
That's
and do
you.
things
okay, so
like that
wait,
with my
hold
money.
on, guys. Let me add another
Stuff.
scene into the scenario
Okay.
where
Hold on, guys. Let me
somebody
add
has to
another
turn something off.
into the scenario.
Okay. So let me add this scene to the scenario where Garcelle is mad because Denise didn't show up. I wasn't catching on to that because she didn't show up to your party. Now you pissed at her. But before you had her back the whole time, and then that's when drunk Erika, which I'm liking drunk Erika this season. She was like, "Yo, Garcelle, she is not your friend. Are you going to still stand by her now? I told you she wasn't going to show up. What do we think about that scene?"
I agree 100% with Erica on
Yeah.
that scene.
Yeah, because I loved her. I loved Denise at the time, but
I
then,
did too.
and for her, now Garcelle stuck up for her the whole time. And for you, I invite you. And somebody told me in my comment section that they wasn't the reason why they believe Denise was gonna come around because housewife cameras were there. But Asa was there, but you see how she was off screen most of the time. They only call her just as much.
Wait, who
But
was there as well?
Asa, from
I
Shaw
thought that
Sunset.
was her from
Yeah,
Stars of Sunset. I
yeah.
thought that was her.
Who?
That, yeah. Asa from Shaw Sunset. She was my favorite. I loved Asa. That
Yes,
was
I
my
thought
girl.
she has a baby by one of the Jacksons, somebody in the
Yeah,
Jacksons.
yeah,
Jermaine
yep.
Jr.
Yes, but okay, so hold on, guys. Erica, you joined the party. What do you want to say?
I felt bad for Sutton when why did what's her name? Diana call her old and fragile. And Sutton was just sitting
Erica, you ain't have to say that.
That was so rude of Diana because
It
Sutton
That was
called her
was.
like,
no woo. That was
there
no
no,
woo. She
and
was right on point.
fragile.
You gonna
no,
come
she
at
was
me?
wrong.
You gonna
She
come
was
at
wrong.
me? Oh
She
hell
was
no,
wrong.
you boring. Yeah,
Listen,
you boring. Yeah,
Sutton is
yeah,
only
you
one year
boring. Take your
older.
boring ass out my damn face.
Sutton is only 1 year older. She doesn't even take Botox fillers like you do, Diana. Your whole
And
face is
Yeah,
black,
that
that
what
bitch.
she
I'm
say.
glad Sebastian brought that up because she gonna call Madam calls Sutton fake. Sutton's like fake. I don't have fake boobs. I don't have fake lips. I don't have fake face. So how can you call me fake? And I'm sitting here like I wish she would have thought about it in the moment to say it and not say it in the confessional because that would have been so good.
It would have. That would have been the line of the night.
But gonna agree
Camille,
with
you
Diva and
crazy.
I'm gonna agree with Diva and Gabor, like they said a couple weeks ago. Sutton is getting a little aggressive now. Even though I'm Team Sutton, I'm always Team Sutton, but she's starting to get a little aggressive this season.
She
I
she
like
she
Sutton.
Sutton kind of she does do a little flip flopping. She does.
Yeah.
Because listen, I don't like Diana, but you was in Diana's face, and now you want to come on my plane and sit next to me? No, baby girl, go sit over there. You lucky
No,
Well,
you getting back on this
no.
plane.
But that was kind of
Thank you,
rude of
Diva. Thank
Diana.
you.
That was kind of rude of Diana because she knows damn well Sutton could afford a plane by herself. You should have never
Well,
said it
baby,
like
go
that.
get on your
No,
own
when
plane.
you're
This
trying
is
to
my plane. This is
when you're
my
trying to
plane. This
reconcile,
is my
when you're trying
plane.
to
You go get your
reconcile,
own plane. Yeah,
when you're
fly
trying
your
to
plane and get
reconcile,
your ass
hold
on.
on, wait, hold on, wait. Lisa telling her go get on her own plane. Now, do you know how long it takes to charter a
I don't
plane?
care.
it takes
I
a
don't
long
care.
time.
Baby, if you don't like what's going on my plane, go get your own damn plane.
Okay,
Get
now
your right
see,
down damn
but
plane
see, we
back
got to
home, please.
remember, like, look, we got to remember, Madam told Sutton to go sit back in the same seat that she flew in, right? But Horseface was in the seat, so so you want her to go sit on top of Horseface?
Well, she could have. I'm like down and she can go sit anywhere
Listen,
else, but you ain't gonna sit
listen,
next to
and I
me.
promise you, Canelo, I am not a Diana fan. But literally, the other night we had dinner, you all up in my face, you
That's
got your
true.
hand in my face,
Which is
and now
true.
you think you're gonna come sit next to me and keep with me, and forever 2 hours, an hour that I got to go fly on this plane? No, man, you better go sit over there.
And see, this is what I think because Sutton does apologizes, but a lot of people don't get over it because I'm one of them people. It takes me at least a day or two to get. If you apologize, it takes me a day or two to get over.
This was two
But
days.
it technically, well, actually, no, it was the second. It was the last day. It was the next day after because they was going home. So it was not 2 days after that. That was the night
It
before.
was 2 days because
It
remember
was
they
two
were on
days.
the boat. They were on the boat the day before of the flight.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You're
And
right.
plus, she was already man. She. That's the second time, cause when they was on the boat, Diane was telling them about her
Oh, see,
brother.
I can't
The
stand that
way
part. I
Bravo edited, it could have been a week went by the way Bravo edited. So we really don't know how many days it was. Look, it takes them 20 hours to do one dinner, to film one dinner. It's 20 hours they
Well, I want
sitting
to
there.
jump onto what Lisa was saying because that whole scene that Madam made all about her damn self. Because she wanted to sit here and say, Sutton was trying to connect with her. She says her brother passed away. It took them a days to find him because he died in the war. Sutton was connecting with her because she was saying that, you don't get a chance to say goodbye to these people. Her
Right,
father hurt
right.
himself, but, she was trying to connect. Oh, it's always about Sutton. I'm like, how is it
She
about you when she was
does.
No,
She
she was trying to.
does.
No,
She
it
was
was trying to
connecting.
connect because, like,
Does.
She was connecting. Now
Now,
I
now
can
I
see.
will say I did feel in that moment that Sutton was trying to connect. She always is having a connection. I think Sutton got to kind of be mindful of that because even when Diana was telling about her miscarriage, and trust me, I am not a Diana's fan, right? But even when she was telling about her miscarriage, and Sutton was like, "No, I know," ba 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 ba. So Sutton has to learn when to kind of speak and tell her side of the
I,
story.
no, I do. I will agree with that. In that point when they was on the boat talking about that, that's why I'm saying she was trying to connect because she had something to connect with her on.
Yeah.
You lost your brother, you didn't get to say goodbye. I lost my father, I didn't get to say goodbye. That's what the connection come in. Oh, she's all talking about herself. It's always about something. And I'm like, how is it about her when she's connecting? She found something to connect with you.
And I'm
I'm
tired of
just
hearing
saying.
that story about her daddy. Okay. I'm tired of
It,
hearing that story about her
I'm
it,
daddy.
it,
tired of
it,
listening
and
Every
to
time I
listen,
look
Diana's
up, it's something about
story.
the daddy. The daddy
I'm
did
tired
this,
of
the
listening
daddy,
to Diana's
the
story.
daddy
I'm
said,
tired of
okay?
listening to
Well,
Diana's
I
story.
understand, believe me, I got sad stuff too. My mama passed away, okay? My mama
I'm
We
passed
really
all
away
got
tired of
sad
hearing about her
stories.
too.
September. Okay, my brother passed away, okay? My twin mama that said passed away in March, okay? I'm tired of hearing about
But
the
but you know
dad
But
what
daddy.
Lisa,
though?
but
Come
Lisa,
on,
it was
man.
she was trying to find a
Man,
connect.
she wasn't
See,
trying to
that's how you
connect. She was
find.
trying to
That's
make
how
it
you
about
make.
her. Everything's about her.
See,
You
but
heard,
that's
you
But
how.
you
heard,
know what I
you
will
heard,
say this
you heard
about
her when she
Sutton.
told Kyle, when she sit there, she knew, and Kyle told her that Doric had a gun point to her. Oh, okay, well, my design on, so okay, my design. Chappie, she had no sympathy, no empathy for
Well, see,
nobody but
now
herself.
we know irrelevant was playing this up for the cameras. Everybody knew because I'm gonna tell you, I was held up at gunpoint, and I tell this story every time I see her because people who had home invasions, they may not get over it in like 2 or 3 days, but they don't come out and talk about it all the time. They get to a point when they can. She's hamming this up for because she knew she was not coming back next season, so she had to do something drastic. And this was drastic enough. Now she's going to play it out for the whole cameras. I was held up at gunpoint. Do you know how long it took me to get back down the road that I was held up at? It took me a month and a half. I didn't even go to therapy. I could have, but I didn't. But getting back, I didn't let them take that from me. She's sitting up here being the damn victim.
Well,
And
you know what? Here's the thing. We don't we feel a little suspect about the situation,
mhm,
but let's roll with for speaking purposes that this did happen. Everybody gets over it in their own
in
time, any
time.
situation that they go through. But I really think with Sutton, I really think when it comes to her dad, it's not just that he passed away, it's that he took his own life. And she had a lot of tragedies that happened in her childhood.
Wasn't she
And
very young when he did that?
huh?
Wasn't she very young when he did that?
I'm
Yes.
really not, I don't remember. I'm not sure, but I really think that Sutton just, she doesn't know how to, in a lot of ways, Sutton does think about self, because every
Yeah.
situation, and I like Sutton, but every situation, Sutton changes it and it turns into a Sutton story.
I think you're right, Diva. Can you hear me? I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
just
we
Yes,
got
I
can
home.
guess
hear
I
you.
can.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
what happens is I think that I'm from the South like Sutton. And so I think that she think she's being proper by trying to relate to a person. But oftentimes people it's a cultural difference, right? Sometimes people just want to be able to vent and tell you something
Yep.
without you trying to relate. I think that Diana just wanted her to understand what she was saying. And Sutton was trying to let her know, I do understand. I did this too, but don't nobody want to hear what you went through when I'm talking about me.
Right.
Right, right.
Right.
And so
So
And
I
I
yeah,
think
agree
that
with
I,
that.
I
I
agree
agree with
with
that.
I don't think that Sutton was wrong. I think that she was trying to relate to her because that's how she's been taught from the South. Diana doesn't
Yeah.
see it that way because she's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a cultural difference. She's looking
yeah.
at it like, are you
Right.
talking about me, 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 me? But that's not what she was doing. She was just trying to relate to her.
All
And
right,
I
now
agree with
let
that.
me ask y'all a question. Didn't Dorit say, "Oh, they took all my designer bags and all my jewelry"? Well, if they took all her bags, how many bags in each scene do you see her
Sebastian,
with?
Sebastian, did you see DeRee brother trying to put on his acting tears when he
Y'all leave the week
And
alone.
did you
I
see
really
when they
do
called
have to
TK
say.
a
I really do. I don't
PUSSY?
care. I really
Yes.
do
I'm so
believe that
sick of
happened to her.
irrelevant right now. It ain't even funny because I'm quite sure a lot of victims. See, she's making a mockery of real victims. If she did do
She
this,
is.
I'm just saying, if this did happen to her, she should not put this on the show because because it's making a mockery of real victims. I'm a real victim of of a
Ain't
robbery.
nobody
I
asked
was
you about
robbed
no
at
bear.
huh? Oh, so
She
I thought
said in the chat.
I was too, Canola. I got held by gunpoint in my house. As I was
Mm.
opening the door, they had pushed in the door. But what I'm saying is, ain't no robber gonna leave the cell phone by the gate so I can call the police on them.
right,
Ain't,
and that's my
ain't
whole
no
point.
robbers gonna
And
stroll away from your house, just casually walk away, dragging a linen off your bed or a blanket or whatever they was dragging the stuff in.
They ain't even
They
bring no
gonna
bag.
get away from there and haul tail away from there.
and
That
that's the
lady
point that
was
I'm
not robbed.
and that's the point I'm making because it's all. And then why would you call TMZ before you call the police?
Yeah,
Diva.
she called somebody else. It wasn't TMZ. It was
It was. I think it was it viral
Page
or
Six or one of them. No,
Diva.
Daily Beast. Her
Diva.
friend
Yeah.
that white guy that works over there that got kicked off of HLN.
Okay, but
Diva.
hold on one second. Go ahead, Gabor. What was you gonna say?
Diva.
Yes.
Dorit has managed to mention this robbery in every
Yes.
damn episode. That
Yes.
we on
Yes,
episode
yes,
8 now.
Yes.
She was able to mention this episode on every episode, all of the 8 episodes, plus her story, plus her tagline. Her
Yes.
tagline is insinuating to the robbery. You can take all my belongings, but you
Yep.
wouldn't take a thing that matter. Girl, you know that stuff matter to you.
Okay.
thank you, but that stuff matter more than her
Girl,
shopping did.
she was about to kick that baby to the floor when she wrote on her Hermes bag. Did you see how she
Yep.
looked at that little girl when she wrote on that bag?
Yes, she
well,
did.
she was mad, and a little girl turned around and said, "And it's permanent ink,
Permanent.
Permanent.
so you
And
can't wash it off." I was no more good after that baby did that.
And so that's what I'm saying. She's making a mockery of all victims. And for us who have been, victimized like that, everybody is different. You get over it in your own time. And I still have nightmares to this day about that night.
I
But
moved.
Let me tell you
I
something.
moved out my
I
house the
mean,
next day.
people get on my nerves about that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you
what?
like this right here. I was
Oh my god.
sexually violated,
I
and
was too.
Mhm.
don't be sudden, okay?
Say
Ooh,
something.
baby,
You
Lisa
dragging
is
that
in rap
motherfucker.
on tonight, baby.
Lisa
You is
on it
not
tonight,
dragging me
man.
tonight.
Let me tell you like this right here. And people get some on there. People tell you when you be violated.
I'm scared of you,
When you be
Lisa.
violated, like I don't care what kind of violate you be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody rob you, putting a gun at you, you being sexual violated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? People keep telling you need to get over. You need to get over it. I'm at the age I am now. I can just sometimes I can tell my story without crying because I used to cry and I still can't. I still got self esteem problems. I had self esteem problems dealing with it. Okay, and people can't tell you well. You got to get over that. You got no, and now I'm not gonna get over it. I get over when I feel like getting over. Okay, because it didn't happen to you. It happened to me.
No,
Mhm.
what
So
I was
I
saying
wish
was,
people said in this whole story. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some inside of me. I mean, some deep down inside and say, because she's not a good actress. She's not a good actress. If she was
oh
trying to get
no,
an actress,
she's
back,
not.
she ain't gonna get an Oscar. Okay, not for this right here. Okay, because she's not a good actress. Okay,
Who you talking
but
about?
I'm kind of feeling her.
Dorit.
Though. I'm here kind of feeling her. People say, well, then she this is her story. Where if it did happen to her, I would be playing it up too. I'll talk about it because you
We're
probably
not.
that's the part of her storyline, and she letting everybody know that I'm not okay. I'm not
But it's
okay.
not the fact. It's not the fact that she's talking about it. What she's doing is making a mockery. Is what I'm saying. Because victims all over the, yeah, she's telling the victims what happened. We see this, but the stories they're inconsistent. When you get robbed, robbers. If you tell them don't kill me, the first thing they're gonna do. I'm sorry, Diva, I shouldn't have said that. But when they do hurt you, They don't care what you say. They're gonna either hurt you or take your life. One of the two. They're not gonna plead with you. You're pleading. They're still gonna do something to you. Why would you call? Why would you call the reporters before you call 911? That's the first thing you do. You call 911. I have people that work for DeKalb County. They worked with me at the store I used to work at, so they came and helped me. I called the police. I didn't call Fox 5. I didn't call CBS. I called the police.
But,
So that's
but Canelo, you ain't famous though.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Kilo, you live in Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta, Dorville.
Me too.
See?
I'm in LaGuardia.
Y'all gotta meet up. Y'all gotta connect. Let me
I
throw
can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, let me throw this in there so we won't leave this out, because the Sutton and Diana talk, it was intense. They had a Sheree and Marlo moment with the twisting of the head and the I was like, what is going on here? Yo, Diana, she's problematic. Yes, she's problematic, and she's fresh with that mouth. And if she says one more time about I'm your villain, I promise you I'm gonna drive to that set and I'm gonna punch in the face myself. Like I'm over Diana.
I'm with it,
Oh
baby.
my God, Diva.
We all are. We
Diva,
all
I
are.
know.
I'm down with, like she said. You want
I know Diva not over here. I know Diva ain't aggressive like Sutton.
Now, how has she just had that baby or whatever happened and she was jumping all in the ocean?
Now, hold on. I want to say this.
And when is Sutton going to realize that
Hey, Marcia.
Kyle is not her friend? Kyle is not Sutton's friend.
She's not. They jumped her. They jumped Sutton to me. My whole thing is, if I'm arguing with somebody, don't you calm me down to stop me. And this girl over here coming for my neck. She was coming for her neck, and you kept on telling her, stop. And not only were you doing it, when Diana was saying something and Sutton was like refuting it, she was like, no, but she did. It was aggressive. It wasn't passive. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Sutton won, but she was real aggressive. She was putting her hand on the girl. She was violating the girl again. Because that's what said. She put her hand on her. The girl said, don't put your hand on me. She kept her hand down, acting like she was giving a prayer. Look, Sutton is aggressive, and y'all ain't going to be able to change my mind. She is real aggressive. But Diva, she pulled her card. She pulled her card. She pulled her card because she said, you know what it's like to yell at a Bosnian girl, and Sutton said, oh, you're a tough Bosnian girl. See, Sutton feel bad, like, bitch, I made you cry. You ain't tough. I'm sorry, Diva. But she let me pull her card like, girl, you think you tough, but I made you cry. I made you cry. You ain't tough. I made you cry.
But see, the thing
I'm just sensitive.
Kyle boosted her up to go over there and do that, because if you seen the scene earlier when she first got there, Diana was talking to Mauricio and Kyle, and they were talking about that situation, and they were asking her things, and she said, I got a bazooka and this, that, and the other. I'm calm in the beginning.
Yes, she did.
I know she said it, but I'm just like, oh my God.
Do that. And I don't trust that snake. Kyle is a snake. She always stirring up stuff. She ain't Sutton's friend. And Sutton thinks that Kyle's her friend. Kyle ain't her friend.
Because see, I'm jumping on what Toria said. When she got over there and Sutton told Madam that she was soulless, Vile gonna tell her, no, she's not soulless. You don't say that. She's soulless. And she said it with conviction. And it was like, I'm done with this.
Because when Mauricio leave Kyle, she gonna need a room 23.
I'm down with Diana. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm down with Diana. I'm like Diana said, girl, you don't get away from me, you boring old woman, okay? Then you the one who started. See, Sutton like the star stuff. See, number one, they ain't got the right woman for Sutton, baby. They need to meet.
Yeah, they
don't.
But we gotta give.
Go ahead, boy.
We gotta give Kyle credit, y'all. Listen, y'all don't know the real Kyle. Mauricio would be dead before Kyle let that man leave her. After all these years, Kyle ain't letting that man go.
Amen, baby.
Watch how down and dirty Kyle get. before Mauricio leave her.
Well, she might as well sleep with everybody in Hollywood because he done did.
Oh
Mm.
my. Oh my. But
And the
listen,
streets do talk.
even the way Diana tried to come at Garcelle. Now this I will give Garcelle. Garcelle using her words this season.
Mm-hmm.
She using her
Yeah.
Is
words.
she? Garcia, I thought
And she
that
ended up
Diana.
running. She and Diana chased that ass
Right.
away.
She sent
And
her
she said,
running. She
"Yeah."
sent her running.
And
Garcelle
she
didn't have
really,
nothing to stand on. Garcelle was wrong. I
I
think
mean,
Diana won against Garcelle.
cause
Garcelle should
really,
have
she
used
like
her
Okay,
to
so
me.
words
wait,
for
hold
her
on, guys.
sister.
Hold on 1 second. Wait a minute, good boy. How do you say she won? Maybe I'm forgetting
So
something
what
here.
happened was last week, Garcelle had said that she thought it was totally unprovoked. She said at the table she invited the girls to dinner. I mean, to her birthday dinner. Lisa said that she wasn't coming, and then she just out of the blue said, "Diana, I thought it was rude what you did to
The
the
re-
read. You know, she tried to ask you about the book, and you shut it down. She was like, "Well, I had already talked about the book, and I didn't want to talk about it no more." So when she was saying she sent the text message and said, I didn't want to seem rude, so I told it to everybody about the party. And so when she was telling what happened, she said, I called her boring. Ain't I rude, Garcelle? And Garcelle was like, well, I only called you rude because of the stuff that you did with Dorit. You know what I'm saying? And Garcelle was like, literally, Garcelle could care less about her calling Dorit rude. Garcelle was mad because Diana got her girl Sutton together, right? And you see Diana, see Garcelle on be standing right there with you in the fire, right? She got to go wait and see what Black Twitter's saying. That's what she did with Denise. She didn't have Denise back that season. It was her storyline the next season when they was calling Denise bulldog. I mean, when they was calling Denise carpet munching in the restroom with that girl. Garcelle wasn't standing up for her. She waited to see what Black Twitter had to say, and she took on that storyline the next season. So what
Amen.
she did was
Amen.
she
And
took
don't you
on.
remember? I'm gonna tell y'all something as to why Diana mad at Garcia. Don't y'all remember when Kyle and Sutton went into the bathroom and Diana was like crying and stuff, and here go Garcia. Oh, I can't. I really can't. I mean, she looked at her. I mean, like really. So
Yeah,
you
but so
know what
she,
I'm
so Garcelle, that's why the girl was like, "Well, are you her bodyguard?" And she was like, "I'm not her bodyguard." She said, "Are you her mouthpiece?" Because now all of a sudden, me and her getting into it, and you over here calling me shitty. You jumping into what we got going on. You
saying?
jumping into what we got going on. Mind your manners. Mind your
Oh,
manners, Garcelle.
oh my.
Amen.
Oh
Amen.
my.
Good boy.
Hold on 1 second. Hold
Amen.
on 1 second, guys. Rhonda, thank you so much for the super
Hey,
stick. I really appreciate it. No. Hold
hey,
on.
Erica Marie.
Hey,
Hey,
Erica.
Hey,
guys. Uh, Diva, this is off subject, but I got a message from Kevin.
you did.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I got a message from Kevin,
What
and
did he say?
he said, I tried. I told him, like, they exploiting her. He said, I tried. She was in Florida. She left. She knew the consequences. He said she was getting better. He said, but now with her family, new management, she said everybody knows what's really going on and nobody's doing S. He said, gotta move on. Maybe God will wake her up. And he said her family ain't S, all caps.
Oh, darn.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
He said her
He
family
He
had
ain't.
really don't
responded.
care.
He had responded to me too, and just pretty much said, that the same thing that she got new management. So she left once. I guess when she left Florida, it was like a done deal.
Yep, he said she was getting better in Florida and she decided to leave, and she knew what the consequences was.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And when he said everybody, he did a lot of capitals. He said everybody knows what's really going on. I wanted to ask him what's really going on, but it was a lot of capital letters. I ain't want to.
You ain't want to mess with it. Listen.
Just
You
don't
did
ruffle no
some
more
good
feathers.
message though.
Is that about
OMG.
Wendy?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
her
Wendy?
family ain't
Okay.
as
Yeah, I mean, I feel
and
sorry for her. I mean, I really do. She lost a TV show and everything, man.
Well,
Next time, ain't gonna
really
be the
to
same.
me, it's beyond the TV show because listen, towards the end of her TV show, because I told you I went to a show several times. Towards the end of her TV show, and you could
I'm
see it
so
on TV
jealous.
without going to the show. She Norman was reminding her of stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
Toward the end, you know
Yes,
what
he
they
was.
did when they
What?
gave her the 6 year extension. That's when it fell downhill.
Yep.
Yep.
because she thought she was invincible. In 2016, I used to watch Wendy every day, the Hot Topics
I did
portion.
too. I did.
Yep.
And when they gave her that 6-year extension, it was like it was going downhill. She didn't know what was going on. She had guests that was coming on the show. She was getting them mixed up with other. It was
Yep.
just crazy.
Yeah. And she was saying,
It was sad to watch. It was sad to watch. And the last show I went, or the next to last show that I went to live, literally they cut the show short. I don't know what was going on with her, but I know she couldn't even stand up really herself. Her two
Mm.
bodyguards were like, you know how she used to come in the
yeah.
audience to do that, whatever segment she would do? Well, they had to
Ask
walk her.
Wendy.
Yep, Ask Wendy. They started, instead, she used to stand up for Ask Wendy. They started bringing the chair over there so that they could walk over to the chair and sit down. She was
Wow.
done. She was done.
I
And she
never
was
made it to
standing
the.
on her feet. Go
I
ahead,
never
go
made
ahead.
it. I never made it to her show, but I did go to see when she got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, it was a night.
Yeah, yeah, it was
And I
nice.
love
You know,
I
she's
love
real.
Mr.
You know,
Williams.
Wendy is real kind of wicked. You know, not wicked, like weird. She's real weird. She had on like a black dress with a whole bunch of stars on it.
Yeah, I remember
Kevin
that.
was there, and one of her nephews were there. I want to say Michael Blackson was the only celebrity that came.
Because
Yeah.
I love me some Wendy, and I just hate this that went down like this. I'm still not gonna watch the Sherri Shepherd show because I don't think Sherri Shepherd can do the show. I believe she.
We
ain't
gotta
gonna-
give her a chance, Lisa.
I'm not finna
Did
give her
y'all see
nothing.
Sherri
Okay,
Shepherd
she
on
need to suck
at
on that
the
baby
party?
she left behind.
Yeah, we seen her at the party.
Yeah, I forgot to mention she was at the party too. I forgot.
Wait,
But-
say that again. Who was at the party?
Sherry
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
But
Yeah, I saw Sherry.
see, Diva, this is the thing. Everybody say that Garcelle is so A-list. I was waiting for Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, R. Kelly,
You know what?
R. Kelly, Luther Vandross, R. Kelly,
Don't do that.
R. Kelly, Luther Vandross, Jamie
Erika
Foxx.
was looking for
You know,
Jamie
some of her co-stars, but nobody was there. No one was there.
Oh my God.
Well,
You ain't right
listen.
at all.
I'm glad Garcelle has a platform on this show, right? But she really doesn't have the money to play with the big dogs. Because there was even no decorations at the party, really. The cake was looking lonely on that table. It was pretty sad. It was something I could have did, right? And come on now. Yeah,
Somebody told me in the chat that they could make that cake. Who said Kate said she can make that cake for $100? Okay.
So good.
But that restaurant is, I mean, that hotel isn't a very expensive restaurant. It's right down the street from me. That hotel is actually right directly across the street from where Crystal had her party last year. Remember Crystal had the Chinese New Year?
Yes.
It's literally directly across the street. It's right down the street from the Beverly Center.
Okay. All right. So I mean, but she still could have decorated, and she could have had some food. And if you're only going to do the bar, do the open bar so Erika doesn't have to go off the menu. Poor Sutton was like, that ain't on the menu, boo. You got to.
I knew, but see, that's the thing though. You know, Garcelle, it's just Garcelle. Why you don't got no open bar, girl? Why you ain't got no open bar? Well, at least it wasn't a cash bar. But Erika was about to drink her out of her house in the home. Every time we saw Erika, she was getting baby Erika had, I'm not trying to be funny, Erika had at least 6 drinks. I saw her order with my own eyes.
Wait, but and she called that man over there because he tried not to give her the drink again. She said, listen, you've been doing it all night. Just go back over there and get me that drink I want. Forget about that menu.
If I was Garcelle, when I would have saw that, I would have said, bitch, you better send me my damn check.
So you cheap Canelo. And she would have told, and I would have told everybody, you know this bitch tried to make me pay for my drink? I would have told it.
Good boy, you right. I'm cheap as hell when it comes to
I would have told everybody. Not only did she raise her pedal, y'all, she made me pay for my drink at her party. Why invite me?
Oh, see, don't. See, your boy, you want to stop with that pedal, okay? You want to stop with that pedal.
Baby, she
But
raised
even
that.
though I agree with you.
Yeah, she raised that pedal and then paid $5,000.
She did. She thought it was for play. She thought they was on TV, so she was like, okay, $5,000. When she found out she really had to pay it, she was sick to her stomach.
But I'm gonna say good night, y'all. I love y'all, and I'm gonna say good night.
All right, Tori, you be good now, darling.
Bye, Lisa. Bye, Gaboo.
Bye.
So Erika, you know what I'm thinking? The family, when he said the family ain't nothing, I wonder if he's talking because the sister has been ghost. The sister has been ghost.
It was just today that he sent it, so it was after the her brother interview.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard it
Those
in a.
fake tears, those crocodile tears, that's a whole nother. That was just.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard.
I didn't wholeheartedly fall into the tears. I was like, maybe some of what he's saying is true, but I don't know. You ain't feel for none of it. Go ahead, Camilla. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, well, with Wanda, now y'all know, I don't know how close they are, but I guess Tommy did say Wanda was helping, but she just didn't want to be in the spotlight or something. Because Wendy always talked about Wanda, but the only time we ever saw Wanda was on the documentary. That was the only time we ever seen her. We haven't seen it in no family photos. We haven't seen her at no, whatever Wendy has done, we have never seen her there unless she's there in the background.
I will say this though, Canelo. You remember in the documentary or somewhere she said when Kelvin, whoever was trying to put her in the crazy home, and she felt like he was trying to take all her money or whatever. Her sister stepped in at that point and was helping her. And because she said, my sister is a lawyer. So her sister did step in, was helping her. That's why I'm like, well, where is she now?
I think she fall apart after her mom passed away.
I told y'all that when I always have said.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but where's the sister?
We don't, and that's my point.
I remember on the show, do you remember when the stuff was going down with her and Kevin? I remember her vividly saying that she was getting, because her sister is a lawyer, and that she had became close with her sister at that moment. Her sister was trying to teach her how to put her big girl panties on and make sure that like she would be okay after whatever was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Trying to teach her to stand on her own 2 feet and stuff. I remember her saying that, but I don't know.
Maybe because a lot of people saying maybe Wanda's tired. Maybe maybe she reached out. Maybe she reached out, and Whitney probably bit her head off. Not knowing that in the confusion she's in right now. Maybe she said something and Wanda don't like it. So I mean,
well, you know what? This is true. What happened to Reg?
Remember
the best friend that she only goes on vacation with?
Yeah, I think that Reg. I remember. I remember Reg used to sit over there where her mama and them used to sit at.
Yep.
Yeah.
She said that. I don't know. I think Wendy gives me the type of person that if you're not a yay person to her, she'll get you out the way. We seen her snap on Suzanne before when Suzanne didn't agree. We seen her snap on Norman. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm pretty sure she had a lot of people in her life. And we seen it with Nene, her and Nene. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's a lot of people in her life that she probably burned bridges with.
You know what? I agree with you. I forgot all about that. Susan, she did terrible many a days on that show. Norman, like you said too, and you know what? I hope they gave Norman a bonus
because he put up with a lot.
Well, go ahead. It started off with 2 people. It was Norman and the white boy that was right there.
Yeah,
that used to do that job, and then it was just Norman by himself.
Because remember it was.
Why I'm vaguely remembering him.
It was a white boy with glasses. He was like geeky looking. They used to stand right there next to each other. They used to do the same job.
Really? I forgot.
And and he ended up getting sick. He ended up getting sick, and then next thing you know, we just never saw him again.
I think it was after that whole scandal. I cannot remember what scandal it was when Wendy laid off all those people. It was after that huge scandal. I don't know if it was 2014, 2015. It was right before what we know now. They got rid of a lot of people from that job, and because they did it over the weekend, and they came back and it was just Norman. So I'm like, well, no, they did it that season at the end of the season. Then when they came back, it was just Norman. So I'm like, well, where did Brian go?
But wait, 1 second. Men said Reg was just with her, drunk, and trying to go through the wrong door of the apartment building.
Oh, wow.
So I guess Reg probably has similar issues like Wendy. I mean, they do say birds of a feather flock together.
Wait,
Miss Gigi is triggering me. I remember this now. She said they both were named Norman. I think that is the case.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they both was. I thought his name was Brian because I always thought she said Brian.
I think they both were named Norman. It's coming back to me a little bit. Wendy does not know how to be a friend. I don't think she does. It's shit. And Tristan, the cameraman from her after show. I don't know. I can't. The white dude got fired for an HBC scandal. I'm being slow.
I guess he's talking about the HBCU scandal, saying
I
that she
think
thought it
that's
was
when she
stupid,
fired all those people.
or she thought it was dumb to us to have HBCUs. Is that what she's talking about? Is that what Nessie's
Um,
talking about?
oh, maybe so. I don't
That I
know.
think that's when that happened because everybody was there when she made that right before what's his name Roland Martin came on to talk to her about that, and then after that everybody was gone.
I'm remembering now, everybody. Yes, she used to call them the Normans. Yes, their name was Norman. I remember, but I forgot about him so quickly, and then I just got so used to just Norman. Yeah, Black Cottages. Yes, Akabor. Wow, this is interesting. So I do think that she burns bridges, or she burnt bridges, and now unfortunately, in her worst moment, she has nobody that's by her side. And even though I don't like Kelvin, Kevin, whatever you want to call him, I do believe Erica Marie, what he wrote you is true. Her family ain't nothing, but neither was he. But I mean, he was a whole lot better too.
He was trying to help her out because I
Right.
remember he said I remember he did say on one of his IG thing because he came on. He said he regretted ever doing it because it hurt her so bad. And I remember he said she had to have 3 blood uh, transplants.
Well, he just DM'd me back. I said, "What's really going on?" He said, "Alcohol."
I believe that.
Oh, somebody said that
So
earlier.
maybe it
Uh-huh.
is that alcohol-induced dementia they talking about.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
Wendy was done when she mocked that TikTok. Yeah. Well, you know what? Wendy was done before that.
Yeah, she was.
Um. Wendy knew, yeah, Wendy knew he was cheating. I do agree. I do agree with that. She knew he was cheating.
But like,
Yeah.
but you heard, but her girlfriend said on the show, on that documentary, said, Whitney said, you can always forgive him for cheating, but having a baby, that
mm-hmm.
she'll never forgive him for that. And I think that was
Well, that
real
seems
crazy.
to be right. That seems to be the end all be all for some wives,
Yeah.
right? Because what's the name from Love and Marriage, Huntsville?
Yeah.
Melanie and Martell Holt. She knew he was cheating, but the baby was the end all be all.
Yeah, but
I
they
think
was
I
already
think they
separated.
yeah, I think
But they was already separated though. And
yeah.
they was already separated. And I think what really made Melanie file for a divorce is when she found out. She said, "Well, your mama told me you finna have a son, that the girl pregnant." And you're like,
You are you
"Dang."
talking about you?
He
Wait,
was.
hold on 1 second, Lisa. You talking about Wendy's boyfriend from MD, Mike? Why
Who?
don't I remember Mike? Well, who was Mike again?
The white boy
White
that
guy.
won, the white boy
Oh,
that won the
Oh,
thing. Girl, that wasn't nothing real,
yeah, I
child.
was going to say that. Yeah, yeah.
no,
And out of all of them, why did she pick him? I don't
that's what
even
I'm gonna
care
say.
about his nationality. I'm just like, really?
Girl. She
Yeah.
know that she gonna need. My whole thing is, I don't care if you Wendy Williams or not. You know that boy can't bring home no ex crackhead talking about mama. This my new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She knew she was gonna have to get girl that somebody to understand their lifestyle. Wendy.
So with her having a son, can her son not take over? Is
He
They
is
should
can.
he
be
of
able
age?
to. He
Well,
should be
I
able
think,
to.
yeah, he should be. But you know what, though? I think with the son, and listen, my heart breaks for the son too, right? Because you have this dad that cheated on your mom pretty much darn near the whole marriage, or at least a good portion of it. But you
Mm-hmm.
also have the other woman who was good to you as a mother when your own mother couldn't be a mother to you, right?
Yeah.
So you're like stuck between a rock and a hard place, so to speak. And it is a known fact that yes, when he had to go recover from that K2 and those drugs, the son herself, because Wendy had the work and she was the money for that threesome, she was the money bags. Kevin pretty much talked her into staying and fulfilling her work obligation. And him and Serena was down there, with the son at the rehab with that Dr. Sadie. So the son, if your dad is telling you, it's still his dad, right? To us, Kelvin means one thing, but to his son, that's my dad, right? So if your dad is telling you something, your dad could be talking you into indirectly manipulating you to take your mother's money, and you're not going to think your dad is going to do you dirty. And then listen,
That's
now
why
I'm stuck on that conversation, Erica. He said the family ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And we have seen signs from Tommy that proves he's not nothing.
Yep.
He talking about our warrior, our this, our that. Like what? So he basically said they all dependent. It's all on her.
Yep.
Regardless of what she going through, it's all on her.
And see, I want to add to that. Do y'all remember when the pandemic first started and she started doing the shows from home?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had started saying that's when she really started the heavy drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It started when her and Kelvin divorced, but they said it got really worse when she started doing the shows from home. And I'm just like, man. So she
Well, you
really,
know what though? I think though, even though, see, the thing is, you can get used to bad, right? So she was so used to her toxic relationship, she didn't know anything different. So when he was gone, like no longer in her life, yeah, she got sad and depressed. And listen, for a lot of people that physically lived alone during the pandemic, they had a lot of trouble. They really
mm-hmm,
did. Because it's like, dang, after a while, who you gonna talk to, the four walls? Like, you need some connection. Like you need to speak to someone. Like, me every single day, like my mother was like, "Are you crazy? Don't go outside." But every day I would tell my son, "Okay, come on. I just went to Starbucks just so we can get out the house and we can have some normal life." And literally we had to Google to see where one was open. I was
open.
driving 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but I was really doing it so he can get out the house. And it wasn't like we was in the house like 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Right.
It,
Because
it,
see,
it was a rough time.
Cause see, what I was gonna say, because you were in a state where it was really bad, but they were saying we could go out, just don't, be in a space where when we're human, we gonna all come together. But during that time, they was telling us not to. So I guess Wendy was like, she had people over to the house. From what I remember, I mean, DJ Booth was there. She was taking pictures with him. Uh,
So wait, y'all was able to go outside
Well, what
for
they
real?
told us to do was we could go outside, just don't be, because if they knew we wanted to, get out. So they said go to a park, walk around. We can still go to the grocery store. We can still do that.
Oh yeah, we
Just
was able to go to the grocery store,
but we
but
were able to go outside. But that's what they were saying. They wasn't telling us not we couldn't go outside. When they meant lockdown for us was we couldn't go to certain places where lots of people can gather. We could go outside our houses because they knew we were get cooped up in the house. You're gonna get cabin fever. So it's like go outside, do what you do, but just don't go to like a club or McDonald's or something like that. Just stay 6 feet away from people. So I mean, she was out from what I remember seeing on her Instagram.
Yeah,
She
she
did go
was
out a
out
little
and
bit.
about. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. All this stuff, I mean, it really do make me sad because I'm a big Winnie fan. Big Winnie fan. And I hate to see her go out
Me
like this.
too. For the
yeah, me
it's
too.
it, I'm just
Terrible.
shocked from the way that Wendy talked. It seemed like that her son was set up. Like if anything was to happen to her, that her son was gonna
She
be set up the way that she talked. I know
You
that
sure did.
she sure did.
she really cared about that boy. You remember that time she broke down crying because she said that they wasn't getting along. Remember
Yeah,
she
Sure
felt
did.
that he was closer
Yep.
to the daddy, and she said that
yeah.
she was trying her best. But
Yep.
it's just hard for me. No matter what she's going through, I know he gonna be set up.
I mean, which is kind of understandable because if Wendy was the breadwinner, she was always out working, and Kevin was really probably the one raising him. So that's a tough spot to be in because you got to separate your parents' romantic relationship with each other from your relationship with
with
your
them. Yep.
parents.
Then
I'm
one thing,
getting
then
the
one
feeling
thing.
though, Gabor. I'm getting
Hmm.
the feeling that Kevin kind of ran everything, including the money.
I'm
And
sure.
the reason why I'm really getting that feeling too, because even with the Wells Fargo thing, my first thought was, why is all your money, like she got money? It ain't like me, right? Why is all your money in one bank?
Mm.
Like, so even
Exactly.
if Wells Fargo shuts you down, you should have been able to go to Bank of America and get your other money
Mm.
or this place or your online account or something.
Mm.
I really was baffled. I'm like, why is Wells Fargo all your money there? Like, it didn't make sense to me. It was like, she was like, I can't pay bills. Like, I wasn't getting it.
And I'm a banker. I was a banker. That's unheard of. As a
Yes.
banker, you there's no way all of her money should have been in one institution. Normally people have, I mean, I'm not even rich and I got two different banks that I bank with. But people with money, they have they can have up to 5 banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't even have money like that, and I
Yeah,
got 3 accounts.
right.
Like I got one online because I really don't want to touch that money like ever. And you have to do everything the transfer. It's so hard to get it. Like I can get it, right? But it's not easy access for me. And that's why I have that particular one. But then I have another, like I have two other ones where, I have easy access to it. That's why I'm like, one bank has all of your funds. It just doesn't make sense.
And different institutions give you different perks, different rates. And then when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to insurance purposes, you want to spread your money out. You want to spread your money out different types of accounts with one institution, plus you want to spread it out over multiple institutions for insurance purposes. So that just doesn't even make sense.
Y'all got me over here feeling crazy. I might need to open me up another bank account.
You do.
I've said the same thing, Gabor, because I'm listening.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
like,
Because I be giving my bank hell. Wait. What's up? Break it down to the most simplest form.
I know, right? Because I'm sitting here saying the
Wait,
same thing.
Fifi, you gonna sign? She said, right. I got $20 split over 2 accounts.
Exactly.
I'm not messing with you tonight. Stop it. That's what you said. I think because Kevin ain't have no dollars, and he didn't know that she didn't want. She did what he said. Yeah, I truly listen.
That she was
Here's
scared
the
of him. You could
thing.
obviously tell that she was scared of him.
Yeah. I think listen, Wendy was always going to be Wendy. She was going to be something, right?
Yeah.
But I do wholeheartedly believe that Kevin came in and he helped to regulate things, right? When Kevin came in, because of her mouth, a lot of celebrities did not come beat her down because
Mm-hmm.
they knew that they was going to have to go through him first. And a lot of people in the industry were scared of him. To this day, people, when she first broke up with him, so many people were so happy because they always kept saying he was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
And from
And
the radio days, there's a lot of rumors that he was not so nice.
yeah,
Okay. He would slam people up. He would do what he had to do. He would roughhouse them. So
That's even Charlemagne. That's what
yeah,
yeah,
happened with Charlemagne.
and
And
Andy Cohen.
and also I had seen an interview with Miss Jones. I'm pretty sure you know who Miss Jones is, Eva, right? On the
yes,
East
yes.
Coast.
Uh-huh.
Supposedly she had told she was on Drink Champs and she said that the man had put a hit out on her. That Kevin had put a hit out on her and
Mm.
that her and Wendy got cool afterwards. She had lost a job. Wendy told her where to go and get a job, who to ask for, and they talked about it. And Wendy said, "I had nothing to do with that. That was all him." And Wendy didn't even really know that the man had put a hit out on him, but he didn't even want it to be any competition with Wendy.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
after it, you think that him and Charlemagne, after the what happened with him and breaking up with them, her and Charlemagne was going to get together because when she had got rid of Kevin, a lot of people started reaching out to her. She started reaching out
Yep.
to other people. She was talking to Nene, she was talking to Charlemagne, but unfortunately, we never seen Charlemagne come on the show, and we never seen Wendy go over there. But I thought that would have been big for the culture.
But
I think it would
she
have
also
been
got
too.
back friends with Andy Cohen, because Andy
Yeah.
Cohen said it was something he didn't like. He said he didn't like Kevin. I think he
No,
was.
it was Kevin that kept them apart. It was the after the last season he came on, he never came back. He said it was he said it on the show because it was Kevin. That's why he said he was happy he was gone. You know, that's why her and Andy got back together. It was because after that.
She
Yeah.
got back together with a lot of people after he was out the picture, but unfortunately, because he ran the scene so long, and it was her husband, she was able to put high level trust in him. She really didn't know what to do without him, like at
That's what
all.
I believe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got the. I mean, that's why I believe that when you have people, and I'm just speaking from experience for myself. When you have people, and I have said this on show, when I'm in a position when I have people because I have mental issue problems. I have people over my money a little bit, but I'm getting to the point where I'm running my own kind of show now, and And right now, me and my girlfriend, the one who kind of over my situation, she said, Lisa, we gonna do this right here, we're gonna do this right there, okay? And we talks together about everything. Normally, I didn't have that in the past. People just told me what I need to do, and I just did it. You know what I'm saying? So for me now, I'm been in that situation, so I do know about that
I'll be
situation.
right back, Diva.
You know,
Be right back.
Okay, no problem.
I
So
do know
yeah,
about
I do know, but the
yeah,
thing is trusting somebody with your money, it's a lot.
yeah.
But it wasn't just somebody with her, right? At the end of the day,
It was a
regardless
whole
of how what he did, it was her husband.
yeah,
It was her husband. But and listen, there's a slow mental breakdown. She tolerated it, right? And it is what it is. But it's a slow mental breakdown when you know your husband's cheating, when you know he's utilizing your money for this other chick, when this other chick is not just in a condo, she's in a freaking mansion 3 blocks from your darn house.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah,
I
that
just
was. Go ahead,
I
go ahead.
think that it's that's I think I just couldn't see myself if I would just I mean I just couldn't picture somebody else having access to my money. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yes, I
unless
do.
I just was in love with somebody and I just seen us because I'm a realist. You know, I probably could get married to somebody and don't think that we're gonna be together forever. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mhm.
just could not imagine. That's why I don't believe in a man working for his woman because she couldn't even get a real good escape plan. Now her money locked up and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I
That's
do.
crazy.
they said that same thing happened to Mariah Carey. With her first husband.
Who?
You
Tommy
know,
Mottola?
uh-huh. They said he had her locked up and stuff. He wouldn't let her go nowhere because the brat was talking about it on her thing on her documentary. She said that her and Dwayne Dupree had went to go see Mariah
Oh,
Carey.
you talking about the
Yeah,
very first husband?
yeah,
Yeah, the
Tommy
first husband.
Mottola. But
Yeah,
they
she
was
wouldn't
talking
let her.
about,
She wouldn't
but
let her
not
do
money though.
that.
I don't think it was money, but he did have a tight leash on her. He didn't want nobody else around her.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because the bride said her and Mariah Carey had went out for a ride
They went
somewhere.
to McDonald's.
Yeah, they went out to ride somewhere, and Jermaine Dupri was still at the house, and with the bodyguard, they said, "What's that? Where they at? Where they at?" And he said he ended up calling the bride. He said, "Man, why y'all at? Man, these people are going crazy. Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying?" So, and I mean, you ain't heard the story, so you know what I'm saying. So it might be like the same situation with Wendy. Like he probably had a tight leash on. Some people do need a tight leash on them. I ain't saying that type of police. They probably need. I mean, some people got to have
Lisa, you
somebody.
out? No, no, my husband don't need no tight leash on me.
I mean, not
We
like.
ain't doing that now, Lisa. No,
Mind you,
ma'am.
I'm not talking
No,
about that
ma'am.
situation.
We ain't
I
doing
mean,
no tight. We ain't doing no tight leash now, girlfriend.
Okay, no. I'm not saying what I'm saying of it is some people need somebody need to be in charge of them. Need to make
Some
sure
people
that
do.
everything go in order. And
I would
she
say
may be
Not
this.
not
You
my
mean
more.
maybe?
money.
Wait, hold on,
I,
Canelo. Maybe you mean in charge of maybe. their finances, because some people are bad with the finances. Maybe you mean in charge, but in charge of them.
I
Hold
was
on
I,
now,
Not
Lisa.
in
I
charge
was
of
Hold
I
on.
can't
everything.
even think for
Not in, hold on,
myself sometime. I
let
can't
me let
think
me
for
make
two
sure.
people.
Let me make sure I get this out right. Not in
Okay.
charge of them, but make sure
Okay.
everything in their life goes in order. Because some people, they get, you see what happened when they got divorced. Everything got strangulized and everything got turned. And now look what's going on now. But when he was in charge of everything, everything was running smoothly, even though he had a whore on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, okay. I do on that note, Lisa, I get what you're saying. I don't disagree. I get what you're saying. But hold on, because Naughty Love, you just came into here. What's
Hey,
going on?
Diva. Hey,
Hey,
Hey.
everybody.
Nanny.
What's going on, Naughty?
Let me tell you something. Wendy is a victim of a narcissist. Like,
Yeah.
Kelvin
Very.
took advantage of her just like her family did. And the reason why he was
Hey,
able to
naughty
do that
love.
is because, hey, make sure y'all subscribe. But the reason why he was able to do that is because she did not have a family support system. She did not have any friends to talk any sense in her. I feel really, really bad for her demise. My heart goes out to her because she looks like a whole fool out here in these streets. But there's a lot of people that were scavengers on her legacy.
Yeah.
We know one of them. We
And I
know
think her
one.
son is next because he's next in line. He's the heir. And if
But
you
but
don't,
but but do you think anything's going to be left?
I don't think so,
I
Diva.
don't think so.
I don't think so. Like, she
Unless she
doesn't even
got
have control of her money. Where is it going? She can't even monitor her funds. Where are the funds going at this
Yeah.
point? You know, the woman's on national TV talking about she's broke.
Yeah.
It's just, my heart goes out to her because I've been following Wendy from back in
The
radio days.
radio
She
days.
was like beefing with everybody, but I was here for it. Okay, I was here for it.
I think we all were, because see, you know what? Here's the other thing that Wendy didn't do. She didn't know how to pivot once social media came into play, right? So when she first started, there was no social media. It was only the Star magazines and the
yeah.
magazines that you saw in the supermarket, like on the racks when you would go there. So when she was telling you something, it literally probably was the first time you heard it, and you would be falling off your seat like OMG. And I never forget when she first wanted to, I'll say out Puffy. We don't know if it's true or not, or say something about Puffy.
It's
She
true.
said literally she got the information over a fax machine. I never forget that day, right? This is where this woman started. So as she started to grow and she had a TV show, she should have pivoted a little bit, right?
Yeah.
She did not know how to pivot. And literally, if you watched her, she really didn't have that many stars come on the show.
Nope.
So everybody that watched her, it was definitely for the love of Wendy, because she didn't have guests like that. People were scared to come to her. People didn't want to come to her because they hated her. So she, it was mostly the hot topics and just her whole personality, and the fact that, she coined that whole situation. How you doing? So it's like she built a legacy for herself, and it's sad that she's going out this way.
This
It
way.
I
really
want
is.
her to see her. I really did. I want her to go at least 20 years, like
For
Oprah
one
did.
No,
second.
I
she
really
But
also
do.
can
she
I
said
remind you,
that.
Wendy used to always say on the show, like, she didn't want the show to be her forever. She wanted
Yep,
to
that's what
do
she said.
other things. And I think, like, even though she's not in her right mind, somewhat this is kind of which the path she wanted to go. And I think that's what she was trying to get at in her interview on TMZ. Like, oh, I'm going in the direction. It didn't make sense the way she was saying it, but I
Right.
got it. And she always said on the show, like, she didn't want that to
Hmm.
be her forever.
Ever. She said she did not
She,
want to go
she
20
she did
years.
say that, but you also don't want to go out like, just like
Yeah.
what Oprah Winfrey did. She
Mm-hmm.
said, "I'm not going. I don't want them to roll me out of here. I'm
Hmm.
going to leave on a high note."
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's the way to leave. You don't want to leave, and then it's a tragic end, because that's all we're going to remember now is the tragic end. But give me a minute, everybody. Sonique, you into the building. What's going on? What do you want to say?
Hey guys. Hey everyone.
Hey.
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 So we're talking about Wendy, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever you want. Uh-huh.
All right. So I am I'm mad about what she did on TMZ, but I don't know what's going on with Wendy as far as her having a podcast. I don't know if that'll ever happen. She's claiming that she has money and I guess she'll put it up for the podcast. But I'm kind of happy that she didn't go for the final taping of the Wendy show because she didn't deserve to be there with Sherri being there. It should have been all about Wendy.
Mhm.
And I think
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
because Sherri was there. And Wendy's like, listen, we already know how she feels about Sherri, and we know how the producers in the show did her. So she's like, listen, I'm not gonna go there. She would have had to go there and been with Sherri to pretty much get her viewers to watch Sherri's show in September. That's what it really was about. And Wendy not going is letting us know, like, okay, I'm not with Sherri Shepherd replacing me. So September is gonna be big because I'm not gonna watch Sherri's show
Oh,
Me
personally.
y'all,
neither.
I
Me
really,
neither.
y'all, I
I'm not
think that's
She
watching
a
it.
deadbeat
unfair.
baby mama. I'm not
I'm not
either.
watching it.
I
Mm-mm.
think that is
Okay,
so
wait,
unfair,
hold
though,
on. Let's hear
y'all.
Gabor's side. Go ahead, Gabor.
I think that's so unfair. I don't think that she did anything wrong. I just really feel bad for Sherri because she really didn't do anything wrong.
I feel, look, she really didn't do anything wrong, but I'm just looking at her character as a person and the way she has conducted herself in the
Yeah.
public, and
Mhm.
what she did to that baby had nothing to do with anything, and I will never ever forgive that ever, and I will not support her.
Well, I'm
Mm.
gonna see the reason why I don't support the show. Okay, I don't think Sherri did a good job. I think they should be somebody else. Babe, though, she wasn't all that good on the view. Okay,
Well, I'm
so
not
I'm
watching
just saying for
because
myself, she was
Right.
not the right replacement. So I would
She is
not
not
be
that
watching her.
exciting to me, you guys. I'm sorry.
He
She
wasn't.
She,
I.
she's not. Let me just throw this in there though, right? I think what happened was the production company ushered her in the wrong way.
They
Mhm.
did.
And I think the way they ushered her in left a salty taste in people's mouths, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
that's the sad part about it. They should have ushered her in another way. And then she should have spoke up a little bit more. But I also know it's hard to sometimes speak up because you don't want to lose your opportunity while trying to speak up, right? But the
right.
last show, the way that they did it, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, they could have dedicated that entire hour
To
to
her.
Wendy Williams. What harm would they have done? And
Yes.
to me, they also should have waited until after they closed out the Wendy Williams show. Let us see all these guest hosts and then say, you know what? Sherri Shepherd is going to have her own show next season so that people wouldn't look at it as if you're taking Sherri and replacing Wendy Williams. Let's be clear. Wendy Williams did not show up for the job. I'm sorry. Any business owner, any person at the end of the day, if you don't show up for work, we got to replace you.
Yeah.
The
It's
show
a
must go
business.
on. They
Yeah.
had
That's
advertisers.
and that's good. That's okay. And that's okay. Just like you said, it's the way they did it. It
Exactly.
really pissed me off. Okay, this is the way they did it. Okay, and then I don't. And then you pick Sherri Shepherd. No, I'm not blaming Shepherd because she had a good opportunity. This is a good opportunity for her. But I'm just not gonna because I don't think that. She's not that. She's. Ugh, you know what I'm saying?
Not that girl.
Yeah, she's
No.
not that
No.
girl, and I do not watch her. I tried to watch her and get into and go. I'm gonna tell you something, baby. I did try to watch her and get into it, but I just couldn't. I'm sorry. That's not that for me. You know what
But
I'm saying?
I
I
agree.
mean, I really feel like if you thought Wendy was cold, and she had some cold moments on the show, let's just
Yes, she
keep
did.
it right. Sherri is she's like the ice princess.
But see, but Nadia, I'm gonna push back on that one. Now with Sherri, now with Wendy, Wendy has already isolated a lot of celebrities. Wendy didn't care who she talked about. Wendy didn't care about getting to the industry. So she talked about you, your mama, your daddy, your dead grandma. She talked about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sherri ain't gonna do that because Sherri is in the industry. So Sherri is gonna be you see how she did on the show. She will pivot when it comes to certain things to talk about. She will make a
Watered
joke
down.
out of it and be watered
I
down,
hear
right?
you, Canelo, but I feel like she pivots that way, and she gives like the washed down version because she doesn't want her skeletons to come out.
but not only
Well, they
that,
already out to me,
I
basically.
mean, I think there's more.
But can I feel like
If he'll do that to a child, what else is she hiding?
right. I feel like Sherri, she just don't do it. I feel like you right, Diva, with if Wendy didn't show up to do the job, the show must go on, but a different show. They need to just stop the Wendy Williams show. The Wendy Williams show is over.
Well, Erika, I
Wendy can't
think
do the show, it's over. If they feel like Sherri Shepherd is that great, give Sherri Shepherd a show.
But I agree with Diva. Pay homage to the GOAT, though. Seriously.
right. Because what I was going to say to Erika, what I was going to say to Erika, before the season begins, they got all the paid advertisers and all that, so they can't cancel if it's already in motion. So that's why they brought all the.
No one's going to watch it.
But this is the thing.
I mean, even though you don't watch it, they still have to make the money because they already got paid.
You know what though? To be honest with you, the ratings were better with the co-hosts.
They were.
And listen, I didn't think I was gonna like him, but actually, what's his name? Michael Rappaport. He actually did a good job. He really did.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love Kim Whitley. Kim Whitley was my favorite. Her
he didn't give a care. He was like Wendy. He really was. He was like Wendy. He didn't care about what you said.
Well, he's from New York. He's from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So he going to represent. He already know we going to be hard on him.
He was good.
Wait, hold on one second. Nita, thank you for the super chat. Good boy, you see this message for you?
Mm-hmm. She said, good boy, don't do me that about Sherri as much as you talk about Garcelle raising that paddle and didn't pay. What did Sherri do, though?
She didn't pay for that baby.
She didn't pay for that baby. I don't know nothing about Sherri and her baby.
But you know what happened with Sherri? What they did with Sherri? They gave Jerry O'Connell's Instagram and Nick Cannon's YouTube. So she has all of these followers that she didn't get organically. And it's like they're giving her this so that when September starts, she'll have these followers and these platforms. And it's like she didn't earn it the right way.
No one cares about Sherri Shepherd. No one cares about Sherri Shepherd.
Now, she's giving Wendy's staff, Wendy's audience. She's trying to get Wendy's audience. That's why they wanted Wendy to come do that final show to let it be known, like, okay, I'm co-signing Sherri. So guys, watch Sherri. And that's why Wendy didn't go to do it. Because they're trying to just hand everything over to Sherri. And it's like, my whole thing is this. Sherri, if you're going to be good, then we'll see that. But I honestly, she's boring. She's boring. Like, it's no way I'm going to tune in and watch her show.
I dropped the link again. So come through quick because we're about to close out. But Fifi, you dead wrong. You said between Sherri and Jennifer, I'll be watching YouTube. So you ain't going to do
That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing.
Fifi, don't do that. Don't do that, Fifi. And not only that, listen. Why Jennifer? I like Jennifer Hudson. That's my girl.
The reason why I'm not watching
I'll watch
Sherri
Jennifer before Sherri.
We ain't watching either one.
The only reason I'm not watching
I give Jennifer one episode. I give Jennifer one episode.
Jennifer before I watch Sherri though, and if I don't like it, then I don't. But I'll watch
Steve is coming back in the fall when Sherri comes back. I gotta watch Steve Wilkos over that.
I'm just sorry, but the boy, you didn't know about the baby. Sherri Shepherd hiring a surrogate. She decided to divorce her husband and left him with the baby, and basically just iced out the baby. Like, I don't know him. I don't know no parts. None of it.
When has anybody ever ran to the internet to see what Sherri Shepherd was talking about?
No.
When has anyone ever been like, what's Sherri Shepherd?
Let me tell you, she's there. Look, I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Let Michael come in.
Look, I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
I'll see y'all later. Love you guys.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Goodbye, y'all. Goodbye.
Good night, y'all.
All right, Michael, try again. So, who that dropped off? Okay. All right, come through, Michael, because we about to close this thing out. We want to hear what you got to say. Try again. Click the link again. I'm gonna throw it in there again just in case you need it. But yeah, y'all give me life. But yeah, y'all don't do that. We gotta give Sherri and Jennifer a chance. Especially Jennifer. Doing a talk show is not easy. And I don't know if they're gonna you gotta have some type of little niche, right? What's his name? Nick Cannon tried it. And I went to the Nick Cannon show too. But can I tell you, I really think with Nick Cannon, his problem was with all of those babies. They're not doing that on no daytime TV.
But you know what
But I'm just saying.
They're not,
But
you know what the
Sheree,
point? Let me tell you, they may not say it, but the truth of the matter is on daytime TV, they want clean cut. You understand? They want you to be clean cut. Now you can bring that to the nighttime, all those shenanigans and nonsense, but they're not doing that during the day. They're not supporting that because literally his ratings was no different than Drew Barrymore, than any of them when they first started. So there was no other reason as to why they she said Don Willie says a no for me. Is no other reason as to why they would have not renewed his show. He had a good little platform. It was
he
fun.
sure
And
did. I
let me
liked it.
say this. But I'm sorry, Lisa. Let me say this really quick about Nick Cannon also. You know what's sad? Nick Cannon in person, it just seems like a really good guy. He just needs help. He really needs help because it just doesn't make sense about all of this that he's doing with these women, and I don't even know why they doing it. But that's a whole nother story.
Did you see
They're
the
bad.
Did you see the interview when the lady said, "Well, when it's something important, he shows up. We get like they happy with it. Is it like what's going on? Why you think he having so? What y'all think going on with that?
This is what I think is going on with Nick Cannon. Listen, let's say that Wendy was fine, right? And that Wendy was on this latest season, and it wasn't no guest, no guest host, and it was just Wendy. I think that Nick Cannon's show would have had better ratings. The fact that Wendy was out this whole season and they had the guest host, it messed up Nick Cannon's show. Because if Wendy would have been there, I think Nick Cannon, I don't know if he would have got renewed, but that he would have had more viewers because that was the plan. The plan was for him to piggyback off of Wendy's show, and unfortunately, she wasn't there this whole season. That messed Nick Cannon up.
Yeah, but you know what though, his ratings wasn't really that bad in comparison. Because they renewed Drew Barrymore and she had the similar ratings in her first season. It was those babies. It was those babies and those baby mamas.
The singing, all of that singing he did at the end with the piano. He did a lot of singing on his show. I just thought it was kind of boring, but I don't know what the difference would have been if Wendy would have been there for people to watch his show afterwards. But I didn't personally, I didn't like all of the singing at the end and whatever guest was there, they had to sing. I was like, okay, that's boring to me.
Come on, sing along.
Sing along. That's what it was.
Yeah, sing along. Tracy, thank you. But thank you so much for the super chat. But can I tell you this? In person, it was a lot of fun. It really was. It was a lot of fun. Michael, now you saying good night and we done dropped the link and people drop for you? Really though? I don't know why you can't get in because there's not even 10 people in here. But I dropped the link again, huh? But yeah, Nick Cannon was like a kid with a new toy. Look at all those years he went between his twins with Mariah Carey, that third baby, and now all of a sudden overload. You know what? He said okay. So Michael, click the link and come through real quick. Let's hear what you got to say.
I don't think them thinking Sherri has anything to do with the shape, the way she kind of resemble Wendy.
She does resemble Wendy. She's a shorter version of Wendy, right? A shorter version.
So they trying to say she bad built. Wow. I just hope Jennifer don't get to sing in every episode like Tamar used to do.
It's like they replaced the capital P with a lowercase.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's her name? What's her name sings every day on her show? Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson.
I don't even watch
I don't watch that though. I don't watch that.
Okay, well you don't be getting on Jennifer. She sang.
You know, I'm not gonna, I mean, she got a Grammy. She got she the EGOT. I'm just saying, I don't watch Kelly though.
You know she gonna get on there riffing.
For my girls.
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Do you watch Tamron Hall, Diva?
Yes, I do, and I went to her show too.
I haven't watched it a lot, but I've watched it maybe like twice recently since Sherri's been replacing Wendy, so I like changed the channel. And in September, I don't know because that 10 o'clock slot is big to me, and I'm usually used to Wendy being on at that time, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like Tamron Hall, it's got to be somebody at 10 o'clock.
I know. So you gotta just keep kind of maybe what I used to do was it depends on what I like, what was coming on the show. Like Tamron Hall, she interviewed what's the guy that Puffy, he went to jail because of Puffy, that whole scandal thing. Shine. When she interviewed Shine, I thought that was good. She tried to play Shine out, but he held his own. So when it's something I really want to see, I go to her because she's a little more on the serious side.
Yeah,
she does serious topics, but she's another one. She's actually absolutely beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful on TV, but she's absolutely beautiful in person.
Yeah, she left today's show because
she give me fake. She give me fake. It's just something about it that I just.
You're not feeling her.
Yeah, I'm not Tamron. I'm not feeling Tamron. It's just something about it. It's something about it that's just not authentic to me.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? So wait, Michael, you saying you blocked? It says you're blocked. Well, I don't know. I didn't block you.
Or it might be the are you on Safari or Chrome? Sometimes they don't let me go on Chrome.
Oh. Well, Mister, I don't know what to tell you, but we about to end this thing. I have fun with y'all. But before we end, oh wait, Gabor, no, wait, Miss Gigi said Gabor, I'm with Gabor, no Tamron Hall. She's a little bit more on the serious side. She is.
I haven't watched her that many times.
It just don't seem authentic to me. I don't know what it is about. Oh, she from Texas? Oh, she's the best then.
Maybe they give Nene Leakes a talk show.
Because you know her sister,
Nene is actually doing good on College Hill Celebrity Edition. She actually,
you know her sister. You know Tamron Hall's sister. Y'all know Tamron Hall's sister got murdered.
Yeah, she brought her nephew on the show. She had
and she had that show on ID channel on network. She showed did. She was talking about she had a program, a little series on ID channel. Yeah, she had
that. I didn't know. That's
what's your sister circle?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. Like I said, if they would have picked somebody like Michael Rappaport, that would have been good to replace Wendy.
Child, if they would have see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't never baby. If they would have picked Michael Rappaport, they would have said, "Why they pick a white man? Why they pick a white man? They don't went and got a black woman that's built just like her, and y'all ain't even satisfied." Come on now.
I would never say that because he fitting right in the platform of Wendy.
He don't fit in the platform. He all over there.
He
played Remy too well for me. He played Remy too well for me.
You know what? I'm gonna say this honestly. Let me tell you. With Michael, I know, right? When Michael Rappaport, he knew how to read. He did the hot topics well. Like he was one of the only ones when he did the hot topics. Like I was into it, right? When Remy Ma and Fat Joe was on there, I was like, it was okay. He was one, and I did not like, what was her name? Lisa Remy, whatever. Her and her girlfriend, I turned away. I couldn't deal with those two. So he kind of was the only one to me that brought a little spice to the show.
He was like the only one. You right there. He was like the only one can keep up in that style like Wendy could.
Yeah.
I tried everything. That's what I'm talking about now. I don't want y'all rest y'all because rest y'all is boring. Michael Rappaport was just do it like this right here. You know what I'm saying? He was right there like Wendy was. And he didn't give a damn if you said something or not. He gonna reach and shake your ass at the gang same damn time. You know what I'm saying?
It just hit different coming from him. It just hit different coming from him. I don't trust him.
You don't trust him.
It's just something about it. You know, he played Remy too well. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I just can't get it out of my mind.
Yeah, you know what? Now this just simply, you're right. I did like Vivica Fox and Carson. I really did.
Oh, I don't mess with Vivica. Vivica pissed me off with the whole how she did Jada. That was so wrong. And how she was up there crying, pandering. Oh, Jada.
You know what,
I just wish Jada could have
like
took it. I wanted to go ahead, baby.
No, I'm just saying Jada was wrong. I know Vivica, the way she came at it, but Jada was wrong the way she did the whole thing with Will.
What was she supposed to do?
Tell her man, no, don't.
Yeah, she was supposed to.
He was already out the seat. But she just want her to get up there and so he could knock her down and slap the man?
Hey, go away. My husband about to go up there and smack somebody. And
Baby, I'm not gonna let Erika and you in the background. I ain't about to let y'all do that to Jada. Jada didn't have to laugh at that joke. That didn't have nothing to do with Jada. Okay, come on, y'all.
She sure did.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
You know what, boy? I'm connecting with you on that. Now y'all need to stop, right?
Yeah, look.
Now, hold on 1 second. She didn't know he was going up there to slap this man.
She gave him the side eye though. She gave him the same face.
Where is the video so I can see it? She didn't give him no side eye. She rolled her eyes.
Signal. Your natural reaction, even when he got up, you didn't even see her reach out. Even if she didn't catch it, you ain't seen nothing.
She didn't got to get up from her seat. She could have just said, "Will, what you doing?"
No,
she didn't know that she was gonna slap him until he was slapped.
No, they were together too long. Any real girl would have been like,
they were together too long, and she was over there with August. Come on now.
After he slapped him, who comforted him? Who whispering sweet nothings in his ear? Denzel Washington, not Jada.
No
other.
Now, Erika, that was a good one. I give you that one. That was a good one. We didn't see her whisper.
We ain't see her whisper.
We didn't see her whisper. But I'm not gonna let y'all say that she gave him a side eye. We didn't see the side eye. Now she rolled her eyes at the joke.
I saw that eye.
She don't.
Girl, you ain't see no eye.
Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. They say Tamron is so mean to her staff and she is phony. I could probably see that. It's a shame if that's true. It's sad. To me, you know what? Treat your people good.
Because you know Bill is
do the show without them. Huh?
You know Bill that used to was producing with Barbara Walters on The View. He is the one who produced her show over there. He produced her show over there at the Cameron Hall show. He's the head producer over there because you know him and Barbara Walters the show sold they pod of the View. Because they forced Barbara Walters to retire. She wasn't ready to retire, and she sold her stake in The View.
But you know what though, Lisa? I love Barbara Walters because I used to really be into The View when Barbara was on there, right? But Barbara was losing it. Barbara was having a Wendy Williams moment.
Wow.
Yeah, Barbara was losing it too. It was time for Barbara to go. It was time for Barbara to go.
But now, she wasn't ready to go. If they just give her like 2 or 3 days on there, and that's the rest of the day. So that was her show.
But
she's 99 years old, Lisa.
I ain't ready to go till I get ready to go. Okay,
Lisa, she's 99. What you want her to do?
Is she really 99? No,
she up there.
She's 92. She's 92.
I mean, what Tamron show gives Barbara Walters, it gives Tyre, it gives Lake.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And now them new producers on there, because they said Bill, so he followed right up behind Barbara, and he sold his stake in The View too.
Lisa, she 92 years old, baby. She done did enough TV, baby. She done been here before. She was here before it was color.
I'm gonna get
you said before it was color TV.
Yeah, she was here before it was color. She been on TV a while, baby. She been on TV a while. It was time for her to go.
Well, I'm gonna be on YouTube until they roll me out of my funeral, baby.
Oh wow!
They roll me on into the casket.
You gotta move with the times, Lisa. YouTube ain't gonna be nothing for you. You gotta move with the times, mama.
The time, baby. That was her show, and
it was time for her to go, baby. It was her show, but it was time for her to go.
That's what I believe what happened to Oprah Winfrey. I believe
Lisa, we love you, but come on now. If the other people got to work extra hard to feed Barbara Walters her lines, it's time to go. Okay.
But she's been quiet. I actually forgot about Barbara Walters till they just mentioned her. Where has she been? She's
92. She resting.
They forced her into retirement.
She waiting on the Trump.
Mickey Mouse forced her into retirement.
Diva, look at Leah Flanagan lying in the chat. I was just looking at the chat. Look at Leah Flanagan lying, Diva.
Now the governor of Florida is coming out to Mickey Mouse.
Leah lying.
Lisa, hold on.
They lying, Diva. Yeah, y'all gotta
want the footage.
Look, I've been asking for the footage since day one. Let me see the footage of the eye.
Yeah, we need the footage. We need the footage.
The eye.
You
She rolled her eyes.
She gave
Jada gave Will that eye, and that's what made him stop laughing and get off and go on the stage and slap Chris. And she didn't have to go run behind him, of course, but she could have easily, being that that's his wife, could have said from the audience, Will, stop. What are you doing? Even if he didn't stop, but just show that you trying to stop him. That was his night. And she ruined it, and that's it.
Y'all too much.
Anybody that loves
That's a stretch.
Anybody that loves somebody, that would have been their natural reaction.
That was her man's night.
Their natural reaction is gonna be like, no, babe,
Thank
stop.
you. That's not what it said. I was like, what are you doing?
There?
I just cannot take that she ruined his night because a man joked on her and she didn't find it funny.
She gave him the look for him to not laugh. It's not like when he laughed, she just was laughing too. She laughed after he slapped Chris. That's when she laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Austin Twin. Thank you so much. Yes, I do listen to Denise Wilson. I listen to a lot of old music, and I don't drink no more. I do not drink no more. I promise. Even though my name is Cocktails with Lovable Lisa, I do not drink no more because I am pre-diabetes, and I'm trying to cut all that sugar out of my thing. I'm trying to cut the sugar out of my diet because I'm trying to get my weight down.
Good job, Lisa. Congratulations.
Yeah, so,
let me throw this in there, Lisa. Also, do y'all remember? I want to say it was Kelly and Regis. I forgot his whole name. They had a show, but Kelly now is on the show with another person. But again, Kelly had to support Regis because Regis was also losing his memory. Okay, it was time for him to go. At some point, sometimes there's time for people to exit the building, and it's better to exit the building before you just totally lose it like Wendy did. It's better to exit on the high note versus the low note. But guys, we're gonna close out because it's getting late for me. But before we close out, I'm gonna say, Starnique, what is your final words here?
My final words is that I'm going to stick by Jada being wrong.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You don't want me to sleep tonight. Go ahead.
I tell you, I'm so passionate about this. I've talked to all my friends and family when this happened. I'm not going to change my mind. She was wrong. Because she ruined his night, and that was his night, and that's what makes me mad about it. It wasn't just a regular night; it was his night, and the look she gave him made him stop laughing and run on stage.
Girl, I can't.
She didn't have to do that. I'm just saying, even if she would have been mad after the fact, fine. But I'm just mad she did that for Will because look, to this day, his whole career is he got to rebuild it. So I'm mad about that. As far as Wendy, I just want her to get better. And I don't know about Sherri's show. I'm gonna watch the first episode. I'll give y'all that. I'll watch the first.
Oh, Diva! Look at Michael in the chat. Look here what he said.
But exactly, you ain't gonna never sleep right.
I know that's right.
It's okay. I'll watch the first episode and see how I like it. But
all right, Diva. I see you. But Starnique.
Yes.
Jada ain't had nothing to do with that, baby. Jada ain't had nothing to do with that, baby. You look. Now you can say that she gave him. Now you can say that she gave him an eye, but the eye didn't say all that. The eye didn't say all that, and she ain't ruined the night. Okay.
Yes, she did.
I love that you have your own opinion though, but that didn't happen. It didn't happen like that, baby. What did your friends tell you when you was telling them that?
My friends was like, you know what? You're right. I agree with you.
Because you probably was trying to jump on them.
No, my friends knew what I was talking about. I'm serious. Right now, they were like, "You're right. She should have never looked at him like that and set him off."
Oh my God!
I didn't think I looked at him.
Have a whole other meeting on this, but you and your friends are delusional. But let me just say this, Fifi. Thank you for the super chat. And wait, is that my husband? That's my baby daddy.
Oh, that is?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. Gabor, your final words.
Jada ain't had nothing to do with that. Sutton was so aggressive. Sutton violated Diana last. She won the argument, but she violated Diana last night. She violated Diana last night. Yeah, she kept her hand up. Yes, that was real aggressive. it's going next time she gonna slap her. She every time you see every week it's progressing. She had a hand in her face, now she touched her, and next week she gonna slap her. But I don't know. I thought it was a good show, and it is it's leaps and bounds above Atlanta. But thank you for letting me come up over here.
Oh well, thank you for coming. So, Erica Marie, you got the message from Mister Kelvin Hunter. I love it. But what are your final words?
My final words is Garcelle dress was undone. It was
Oh
not
my
finished.
gosh, y'all
It
don't
was
want me
not
to sleep
finished.
tonight.
She had on a down comforter set.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, thank you.
Daytime television is a wrap. No one cares. No one wants to see Jennifer Hudson. No one wants to see
Oh
Sherri
my God.
Shepherd. No one cares about Tamara Hall. No one cares. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
Oh my God.
We got a new one now, Erica Marie. Pasadena, baby, Pasadena.
Who is that?
Yes.
Oh, Pasadena.
Yeah, Pasadena. That's
I'll
what
pass.
Crowd and Mama them said. Pasadena, we'll
I'll
pass.
pass.
Mm. Lovable Lisa, can you say something nice? What's going on?
Yes, I
Close
am
it
And
out.
too.
breathe,
Okay,
and
y'all
breathe.
know, excuse me. I would love to say this. This is the last day of Pride Month. And I
Okay.
want to say to all my LGBTQ community, sisters and
I'm
brothers,
gonna need you to
I
get the
love
letters
you.
right though, Lisa. I love you, but come on, you got to get the letters right now.
It does
So
okay.
go ahead.
A
I'm messing with
homosexual,
you. I'm messing with you.
and lesbian community. I say it
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
like that. I'm not coming at you. Say I'm never want to say I love you. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you. Keep living your life, the best life you know how to live. I know sometimes it's not easy living it, and you have people coming against you, but right here from lovable Lisa, I love you. May you continue to be in blessed health with your community, and may God continue to bless y'all. And happy Gay Pride. Beep.
Oh.
Ah, Lisa, that was beautiful. And you know what? Let me tag on to what you're saying. I didn't even realize you're right. This is the last day of the month, right? Tomorrow's the first. And I am in agreement with you, right? And so I have a friend who daughter, just, came out and kind of spoke about, her freedom and her story or whatever. And I do agree with you. Listen, it ain't nobody else's business what anybody else do, right? So, just love your way to our friends and family that are part of the community. And we hope y'all enjoyed your 30 days, your month. And listen, y'all in good company because, we only get a month too.
Yeah.
Get a month.
Okay, but I
If we get,
said,
Okay.
if we get
y'all don't see
28
me.
days,
28
right?
days. Look at
It's
this.
February, it's February. We get 28 days. Y'all got 30. Y'all doing better than us.
They got two more
Stacey
extra
Dash
days.
said we shouldn't get
I know.
They got two more extra days. They got two more extra days than we did.
Yes. they two up in us, right?
Yeah.
So listen, guys, let
Yeah.
me tell you something. Thanks for hanging out with me with my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, and we added some other stuff to it. I had so much fun with y'all tonight, but y'all trying to make me lose sleep because you're blaming Jada for what her man did, and then
Okay.
also y'all trying to act like Garcelle's dress wasn't cute. Now Garcelle's dress was cute.
I think
Okay,
it's
I
the
will wear that dress
It was a
somewhere.
duvet. It was a duvet. It
I
was
might go
duvet
pull that
realness.
dress together right now. Give me
Right.
5 minutes and a second
I'm
fit.
like, I want to
Duvet
say this right
realness.
here. If
Wait,
y'all don't
wait,
see
and
me
you know what? The top
tomorrow,
of her dress was kind of little ruffled, like my little thing right here.
Okay,
I should
inspiration.
have. This should have been white. This should have been white. I could have been representing Garcelle right now. Anyway,
They just threw
I
a
didn't like
shoulder
the
on it.
beige dress
It was just nothing.
outfit.
They just
yes.
threw a shoulder on top of
If
it.
y'all
y'all
don't
dead
see me
wrong.
tomorrow night, I want to wish everybody because I'm leaving, going out of town tomorrow night, going back home
Oh.
to Memphis for a week, and I want to wish everybody a happy, safe 4th of July. Please, y'all do not
Oh, you
have no
too.
crimes. Be nice
Everyone.
to your family and friends because life is too short. And
Right.
go buy some fireworks and let's have a good time. We need to celebrate our democracy that we have because they are coming. I promise you, I'm saying for my black community, they are
Mhm.
trying to stop us from voting. They can't take away our voting rights. We need to get out there. I
Yeah.
told my goddaughter, this. I said, you
Oh my
18
God.
now? Go
Mm-hmm.
out and vote. Register to vote. You need
Yeah.
to watch who you voting for, because I'm not voting
Oh,
for Margot.
look what Michael's saying in the chat, child.
I'm not voting for her. I voted for her. I did. I made a mistake and I voted for her the
Okay,
last time. I'm not
yeah.
voting for her this time.
Yeah, we
All
not.
right. All right, Lisa. I
Yeah.
love you. You be safe.
Did
Check
you
in
see
with
what
us if
Michael
we
what
come in.
Diva, you better listen to what Michael's saying. You heard he said you bet not wear that no more, showing all his goods. I know that's right.
You know,
My
you
good.
get boy, you know how to start mess. I
I'm
ain't
not
messing
starting
with
no
you.
mess. I didn't know you had no man. I didn't know this was your man. Is this your man? You better claim your man.
Marsha
Talking about-
say, "Oh my
no,
God, good
this
boy."
a man that you probably trying to get rid of, and they say his stuff is blocked, and he been trying to get up here the whole time. See, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. He talking about he can't get in. I didn't block you. I didn't block you. You done blocked that man from over here.
Marsha, I caught that too. Marsha.
Don't Erica, don't be feeding into him. Who said that? Sonique or Erica? Don't be feeding into him. I ain't doing what you're doing. Listen, y'all, I got to go. I had so much fun tonight. I love y'all. To my baby daddy, Michael, you know what it is. I love you.
Unblock him. Unblock him. Unblock him. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
You heard what Lisa said. Sometimes we need people to keep us in line.
Shortly.
All right, y'all.
All right, good night,
All right, y'all.
everyone.
Have a nice night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Night.